Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm was Threshold Entertainment's second go at a Mortal Kombat cartoon after the rather messy one-off Mortal Kombat The Journey Begins. Defenders of the Realm certainly looked a lot better than the previous Mortal Kombat cartoon, opting to not try and cram in cruddy CG animation with the traditional animation. Coming out in 1996 off the heels of Batman the Animated Series, you can see a bit of influence in the cartoon's style. Also, much like the Ninja Turtles episodes of this time period, there's a red sky present during a lot of the scenes.
Much has changed since the last Mortal Kombat tournament. Dark forces of Outworld have begun invading the Earth realm. Only the most extraordinary warriors could possibly meet this challenge.
Or at least the ones that answered the phone. The story in Defenders of the Realm is largely based upon Mortal Kombat 3, meaning we have some of the new characters from that game being very prominent, even if they were just stupid and weak Johnny Cage replacements. Striker! This one-season series still kind of follows the first Mortal Kombat film as well, as references to it pop up from time to time. Kind of interestingly, the opening music of this series while Raiden explains the basic plot changed a bit after the first 2 episodes.
Much has changed since the last Mortal Kombat tournament. Much has changed since the last Mortal Kombat tournament. Only the most extraordinary warriors could possibly meet this challenge. Liu Kang, Princess Kitana, Sub-Zero. Only the most extraordinary warriors could possibly meet this challenge. Liu Kang, Princess Kitana, Sub-Zero.
And of course we can't forget Zero, the greatest Mortal Kombat character. The music change on the intro is kinda subtle, but it does give it a more grandiose feel while Raiden is naming off the cast, so I'd say this change was for the better. Defenders of the Realm originally aired on USA as part of their Action Extreme lineup, which is a name and marketing strategy that just screams the time period it's from. This combat cartoon aired back-to-back with the Street Fighter animated series, though that one fared a bit better, lasting 2 seasons compared to Defenders of the Realm's 1. Collecting this series in its entirety is quite the stupidly arduous task, as in North America it's only gotten a few random episodes on VHS. And the 3 DVDs that were put out in the UK contain all the episodes, save for the second episode, Sting of the Scorpion. Areas that actually received all the episodes on DVD were Australia, Brazil, and Russia. There's a bit of a quality difference between releases as well. The much more common UK ones are kind of muddy looking compared to the much crisper Russian DVDs. Plus, the coloring on these ones looks much nicer. Also, a kinda odd point is, there's slightly more vertical picture on the UK DVDs, but they're cutting off more horizontally compared to the Russian ones. And there's some more random music variations! Episode 1 has a different credits theme on these 2 different DVDs. And both of these credits themes are different than what the rest of the series uses. The casting for this show is quite interesting, as we have Clancy Brown as Raiden, Olivia Dabo as Sonya, Ron Perlman as Stryker, which I guess was their vain attempt to try and make Stryker cool with a K, and probably most odd of them all, Luke Perry as Sub-Zero. That's right, Sub-Zero is Archie's dad. I mean his son, he's too young for kids. Brian Tachi voices Liu Kang, and he was also the voice of Leonardo in the 3 original live-action TMNT films. Cree Summer is Kitana, who's done a lot of voice work, including Penny from Inspector Gadget. Dorian Harewood as Jax, who has also done a lot of voice work, but what comes to my silly mind first is the fact he was one of the alternate Shredder voices in the original show.
A half alligator, half man? What do we need with a freak like that?
Then we have Nightwolf, voiced by Todd Thalley, who's done other things. Anyway, we start our first episode, Combat Begins Again, right by a giant Mortal Kombat logo, which apparently the good guys just keep by a cave entrance to their base to remind them what tournament they sometimes fight in. I do guess they might need the reminder in this series though, as they won't be fighting in actual Mortal Kombat at all. Geez, at least Conquest had the end of a Mortal Kombat tournament at the beginning, and they were supposedly getting ready for another. Well, the first character on screen is, of course, the new most important Mortal Kombat character, Kiva. Take that, Zero.
That's it.
Oh no, is this wolf really trying to kill Nightwolf? I'm so worried when 1, we don't know anything about Nightwolf yet, and 2, we saw him merging with this wolf in the intro.
That's enough, Kiva. Hey, I've got work to do.
Alright, so take a look at the Nightwolf character, and what's the one thing that probably does not come to mind that would be his defining trait? Well, that's exactly what they made him. Nightwolf is the team's computer nerd. I guess good on them for not just making Nightwolf a stereotype or just some lunatic who mutters nonsense about animalities before throwing an axe at your head. But making Nightwolf the tech guy just seems kinda odd.
Combat alert!
I hope you like combat being thrown into stupid phrases like this, because this show certainly does.
Nightwolf, this is Liu Kang. Do you read?
Read and see. Satellite has you.
Is the satellite on the ground? Because otherwise, I don't know what Liu Kang is staring into here.
Sensors are detecting cybers. That probably means Sector and Cyrex are behind this invasion.
Yeah, old Ketchup and Mustard are really our Bebop and Rocksteady, aren't they?
Mortal Kombat begins again.
But in a more accurate sense, it doesn't. Not at all. I like since that this is a cartoon, I guess, the characters can just flat out use their energy special moves like this. I suppose with Jax and his armpit waves, they're being generated by his metal arms, but I don't know what Sonya is shooting from. I guess all these people just have some kind of energy powers, except Stryker.
With Sector and Cyrax, we're not dealing with mindless cybernetics.
Let's start toasting those freaks!
I'm Sonya! My defining character trait is being angry and poor strategies! Ah!
Kitana?
I guess Liu Kang's katana sense went off. Either that or she's forgotten to bathe in a while.
I was afraid fear is a far greater adversary than the one we are about to face.
Wow, that's really not helpful at all right now, Kitana. Thanks.
The dimensional portal is still open, so more could be on the way.
Not on my watch.
I know, because Nightwolf is on your watch.
We have to keep the cybernetic units from reaching the city.
Duh! No kidding, Stryker.
I'd say Sonya's being a jerk right now, but it is Stryker, so he deserves it.
Up until now, we've kept civilians from learning about these outworld invasions.
Yeah, it's easy to miss the red skies and portals opening, dropping out cyborgs.
Straighten up, soldier.
Hey, I'm not your soldier.
Well, yeah, it's true Jax isn't Stryker's soldier, but of these two, he is the one that actually is a Special Forces soldier, while Stryker is a riot cop. So, Jax should be the one that'd be in charge, I'd think, and if anyone was gonna have a slightly military attitude, it'd make more sense if it was Jax and not the guy who isn't a soldier. Though Stryker is just the gun goon who showed up to the battles where even an actor had better powers than him, so I'd imagine he has a raging inferiority complex going on, and he's gotta make himself feel more important whenever he can. They have added to Stryker's story since that he is a former Marine, but this wasn't part of his character back then.
We need a strategic plan of attack.
I got one! Combat time!
That's a catchphrase! Not a good one, but they're gonna say it anyway! Also, Sonya is a soldier too, plus at this point a Mortal Kombat veteran. She should be the one with a better head on her shoulders about this stuff than Mr. Stupid. Wow, everyone has special powers here? Well, I brought a gun. Alright, the first real battle of the series, and we seriously get an impact flash covering up the first real blow. This does not bode well. Luckily, it's not going to do that all the time, but if you're looking for even movie-level Mortal Kombat battles, you're in the wrong place. And that's one of the main reasons that this show only lasted 13 episodes. It's nice they dropped it on us that these guys are just robots, so they can destroy them at least.
Gotcha!
Oh, he said it! I wonder if I should help. Nah, just sitting up here watching is enough.
Surrender, Princess Kitana.
I have been programmed to ignore all pointless BS disguised as profound insight, so you cannot possibly defeat me.
You have the numbers, Sector, but you lack the soul.
Crap, I didn't expect her to use her fans. In hindsight, I'm an idiot.
You are nothing without soul and honor.
Would you get off the soul thing? You don't need to kick me while I'm down. Let's do it on the battlefield, Liu Kang. That seems like a slightly bad idea, Kitana.
Whoa, watch it, guys.
Luckily, their super advanced cyborg weapons can't penetrate giant anchors. I just wish more battlefields had boats sitting around in them for some reason. The Iceman cometh! Seriously, I guess he's just flat out Iceman now.
Let's back him up.
Are you nuts? We can't trust Sub-Zero. He's a traitor to his own clan.
And since the cyborgs are from the Lin Kuei, I guess Sony is saying they can't trust Sub-Zero because he's not currently helping the cyborgs to kill them.
Hey, I don't want to marry the guy.
Or do I?
Marriageality.
Combat time!
Sonia, can we at least limit combat time to once an episode?
Sonya, finish them!
Lameality. Then we learn that Stryker has a special police baton that helps him to close portals. I guess they had to give him something to make him feel remotely useful.
This reunion could use an icebreaker.
Oh, I get it, because I have ice powers. Ha ha ha, that was really rude, Jax. I'm leaving.
We were wondering which side you were fighting on these days.
It is true. I was once Lin Kuei and fought for the forces of darkness, back when my brother was still alive.
You know, until somebody killed him. Get out of here! No, Scorpion, we're doing the movie story here, so Liu Kang is the brother murderer. So I just get no vengeance against the ass of a brother of yours? What a load! Anyway, flashback to the movie, sorta time.
To win, you must use the component which brings life.
Is there any reason they changed that slightly?
Use the element which brings life.
I always intended it to be component, but we didn't have the technology to have Kitana say that back then. Looks like you came up all wet! And that's all it is, not an impalement by an ice shard, because this is for the kids now. Also, I guess Sub-Zero probably just thawed out and was perfectly fine after.
Could I have beaten him without Kitana's secret?
It wasn't really a secret, Liu Kang. It was kind of obvious and just extremely lucky for you that there was a bucket of water sitting around.
It is over.
What?
You've been standing there flashing back for a while. We all just kind of got bored of waiting. Everyone walk like an idiot!
I realized that my own brother was innately evil. I could no longer fight for what my clan believed in.
Can you ever really forgive Liu Kang for icing your brother?
Yeah, sure. My brother is kind of a noob.
What I want to know is how you just happened to show up when you did.
I noticed the red sky and portals. Other people saw those?
I've come to warn you that Scorpion is on his way from Outworld to invade Earth.
Scorpion isn't from Outworld, he's from Netherrealm. Yeah, I know, but this cartoon doesn't.
Good timing, Raiden. The fighting's over, girlfriend.
Okay, I can't help but kind of love how they made Jax react to Raiden a lot of the time in this series.
So you brought word of Scorpion's impending invasion.
Who says it's true?
I do.
Huh. You may be the god of thunder and all, but you've been wrong plenty of times.
You really do have a death wish.
Wow, Raiden's gonna go all MK1, kill everyone, have a nice day on her.
Let's see if Nightwolf's detected a rip.
That'd be pretty convenient, I guess, Liu Kang, but no.
Then kick your jets and jam.
What?
We can't reveal the location of MK headquarters to him.
Hey, Sub-Zero's cool. Sorry.
Oh, so you kill my brother and I get nothing. Not even a card, but a dumb ice joke and you apologize?
Don't come whining to me if the Outworlders invade base.
We keep it so secret with their NK logos near the entrances. So, yeah, the good guys have dragon jets in this series because, of course they do. Maybe Raiden actually convinced the Elder Gods to get slightly involved and they at least finance this shit.
This is Curtis Stryker.
What is it now, Stryker? You know, backseat drivers are usually in the same vehicle.
Wow, so no one in the show even likes Stryker either? Also, it's extremely convenient they had exactly one open seat left on their jets.
Keep your nose down on the turns, otherwise you'll flip your craft. Do you read me?
Yeah, I heard ya.
Wait, Stryker really was calling just to be a backseat driver? I would hope Liu Kang already knows how to fly that thing before he apparently flew it over to the waterless boat battle.
Smooth, Stryker, real smooth.
You know, I'd feel bad for Stryker if he wasn't Stryker.
Don't you people have any leash laws around here? Barbarians.
Wild animals have no business being pets. With or without his cop's uniform, dogs still hate him.
Everybody hates Stryker!
It's okay, boy. Sub-Zero is a friend.
I know that because I'm always listening in, I guess. You guys have no privacy.
Sub-Zero is a friend. Stryker, on the other hand...
Oh wow, as nonsense as a show could be, they really did nail everyone's loathing of Stryker.
In before the pro Stryker comments.
I believed you to be a shaman, a man with great mystical powers.
Nope! Nightwolf, I need you to computer hack us into Outworld and set Earthrealm's victories in Mortal Kombat to 1 million.
Raiden, that doesn't really make any sense.
Do it! Well, some jets attack because everyone's got jets in Mortal Kombat and they're being flown by Tarkata. We're supposed to believe those idiots know how to fly?
Time to kick some nomad butt.
Guess we're just calling them nomads. Also, they don't single one out as being Baraka, but there is...
It's Carbrak, their new leader.
This is kinda odd. They used Tarkata in The Journey Begins as well without having one being Baraka there either. Did they think they had already killed him? I mean, his death and annihilation doesn't count because he turned into rain before he hit the fire. Also, that movie came out after Defenders of the Realm. Oh, Nightwolf is such a computer whiz, but he forgot to put a lock on his little electronic logo door there. Nightwolf then combines with his wolf to have face paint on, which gives him superpowers to do stuff like this.
Save the honor bull for someone who cares, traitor.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that refusing to be turned into a cyborg would make knockoff Baraka laugh at me. I wish I could go back and do things differently now.
But don't worry, all the Tarkata are still alive. What, do you think this is Mortal Kombat or something?
But now that these nomad know their way here, I've got to ship them to a realm of no return.
Well, unless Raiden was just being cute with disintegrating all these guys right in front of your eyes right there.
Where's that two-faced fridge?
Two-faced fridge, Sonya. You're on combat grounding.
He just risked his neck to help us. There's no doubt left. Sub-Zero's one of us.
And upon getting a new team member, everyone is left speechless, despite their mouths still moving. Sonya and Sub-Zero kiss and make up, but of course Sonya's kiss fatality blows Sub-Zero up.
I understand.
Yeah, well, thanks. For everything.
Hey, I learned my lesson.
This is a rather weirdly structured episode. Things seem to just keep happening for no particular reason. They are fighting cyber ninjas in the first part, and then Tarkata just show up later. Part of the story is Sub-Zero's, but his major arc is really just the fact that he didn't betray the good guys. And really, he kind of takes it rather well that they're all on his case when he could rightfully be upset at Liu Kang. Major pro of this episode, though, was the fact that everyone, even the wolf, hates Stryker. Next time on Defenders of the Realm, it's Scorpion time!
Get over here!
They must have tagged me with some kind of tracking device.
Sting of the Scorpion, the episode the UK forgot. And as we start this episode with the Mortal Kombat team and their little base all huddled around Nightwolf playing on the computer, it really hits you how un-Mortal Kombat a lot of Defenders of the Realm is. Like, yes, there were groups of people that sort of teamed up in ways to protect the Earth and Mortal Kombat storylines. But being an actual Mortal Kombat branded strike force that holds up in a singular base of operation does not particularly hold true to MK lore. The Special Forces with Jax and Sonya is the closest you're ever gonna get to something like this, and guess who wasn't a part of that group? The rest of these people. And do they all just live in the combat cave now? I'm sure that's gonna make for some interesting arguments. You think they all gotta fight with Nightwolf over getting some computer time? Like Sub-Zero's really gotta get on Skype to chat with Frost to talk about how dumb the Lin Kuei is being lately and Nightwolf won't let him?
Hey, listen, Sub-Zero. I'm Neat Hacksaw, so my computer time is super important, where yours isn't. Besides, I'm the one paying for the internet around here. Well, I'm sure Sub-Zero would help you pay for the internet, Nightwolf, but all of his accounts are frozen! Sorry. I'm beginning to think you aren't really sorry for all these ice jokes, Liu Kang.
Anyway, Nightwolf is playing his favorite game, Where in the World is the Portal from Outworld opening?
Mountains. Tibet. There's an ancient burial ground in those mountains. It's built into the side of the cliff face like a fortress. If Scorpion takes it before you do, he can hold it indefinitely.
Do we really care if Scorpion hangs out in an old graveyard in Tibet?
Yes, who knows what Scorpion could do there?
Well, yeah, what could Scorpion do there?
Have fun and stuff?
Oh, I didn't know we were the fun police, Raiden.
Just go stop Scorpion for being Scorpion!
I'd also like to know how they know this particular portal opening equals Scorpion. I mean, other than him being name dropped near the end of the first episode.
If Scorpion holds up in his burial fort, we'll be able to keep him pinned down there.
You didn't say the magic word.
I'll explain on the way.
You're coming?
Give me a break, Jax. You know I can't fight your battles for you.
All I can do is make you fight my battles, then criticize from the sidelines.
If you humans are going to save your mortal butts, you've got to learn to protect yourselves and your planet.
Well, those are some classic Raiden excuses right there. He can't help because they've got to do it themselves. Until Raiden feels like helping anyway, but he's got to do it later for dramatic effect.
That way, it's a lesson.
Hey, I learned my lesson.
Anyway, the new greatest Mortal Kombat character, Kiba, sees the main characters off in their jets. And yes, it's Kiba, not Kiva. This character is just so important that I've never heard their name correctly before. Sorry, keepers and bits.
There may be a dimensional portal hidden in those tombs.
Oh, I see you didn't want to come, but you're gonna bug us on the phone the entire time? Thanks, Raiden.
Also, why is Raiden phasing into the background? I thought this was like supposed to be a glare or something on the screen first, but it's Raiden's background, not the inside of the jet.
Would it help to talk about it, Lou?
Oh, what?
I thought this was a kid's show. Why are you bringing up my lack of stamina, Kitana?
It's strange for you seeing Sub-Zero again, isn't it?
What, since the last episode?
I've never been sure I could have defeated Sub-Zero's brother without your help, Kitana.
Why are they still talking about this? I thought they moved past it in the previous episode. I mean, this would be fine if we were exploring anything a little deeper, but this is basically the same conversation as last time.
Until you believe in yourself, you have not truly won Mortal Kombat.
Well, I guess Outworld just beat Earthrealm in Mortal Kombat then, Kitana. Psst.
Your family seems to have some unpleasant history with Scorpion.
Well, his older brother, the Elder Sub-Zero, murdered him, so yeah, I guess you could count that as unpleasant history, Striker. No wonder no one likes you.
Scorpion fell at the hand of his enemy.
I don't want to name names or anything, especially as the name of the enemy he fell to is the name I use now. I'm bad at names. Then again, my bro's new name isn't very creative either, as he just reversed our creators' names.
That's too meta, Sub-Zero!
His spirit rose, seeking refuge in the realm of honored dead. Scorpion's demise was without honor. He was refused entrance.
Wow, already the Scorpion backstory is horribly off, as Scorpion is usually a pretty honorable character, despite him looking evil. That's actually one of the reasons I always found Scorpion to be an interesting character, because by all accounts, you'd think he'd be a bad guy, but he's really more of the anti-hero vigilante type. In the original story, he was granted his return as an undead specter to avenge his death at the hands of the Elder Sub-Zero, Bi-Han. Even though he'd gotten his revenge on the Elder Sub-Zero during the events of the first Mortal Kombat, he still initially thought that the younger Sub-Zero, Kuai Liang, was his murderer come back as well. So Scorpion went after him until he witnessed that this Sub-Zero was a more merciful and honorable person, unlike old Bi-Han. Upon learning that this was actually Bi-Han's younger brother, Scorpion decided to act as his protector to atone for killing his brother. So he was a much more complex character than you'd initially think.
By all the powers of evil, I will not rest until I have my revenge.
Or you could just dumb him down to being so evil that he even says, by all the powers of evil. I hate takes on Scorpion that just make him boring like this. You could still have him working for the bad guys at the beginning of this episode, as Scorpion is flipped sometimes during the stories if he's been promised the resurrection of his family or clan or something. And then you've got something much more interesting than, "Mwahaha, I'm evil for the sake of evil."
Get over here!
And that Scorpion's classic line said absolutely nothing like it should be. This take on the line was always so funny to me and my friend Joel that we included it as a joke in Mortal Comedy.
Get over here!
Get over here!
Sounds like you have a vendetta going.
Nothing gets past Striker!
Scorpion! Dead ahead!
Scorpion has little scorpion-themed jets? Oh. I guess Shao Kahn gave him the cash to fund this nonsense, as it seems to be his guards on loan piloting them.
Watch it, girl! You're doing some serious tailgating.
Don't be such a wuss!
So Sonya's hard-edge, reckless driving leads her and Jax to crash right into a rock formation that looks suspiciously like a pile of crap. Very appropriate.
Girl, you're a real pain in the...
What? Why did that happen? Was their jet alive? The show never gives an explanation for this. These skeleton guards must have been watching too much Xena.
I don't believe it. They are skeletons. Lisa, look out! A skeleton!
Who wants to wear my ring?
Good one, Sonia. But apparently that wasn't a very good attack, as the shocking wannabe seemed to just absorb it.
Rest in peace. Or should I say, pieces.
We seriously couldn't show the stupid skeletons falling into pieces? I mean, I know you're trying to tone this down, but I feel like that's really not that graphic to show skeleton men falling apart.
Obliterate those pathetic fools!
Oh, right. How you gonna get him? Skeleton power?
You better point that finger at yourself, Scorpion. Why are you high? I mean, seriously, look at those pupils. Scorpion usually doesn't have any, so he must really be out of it. And just seeing Scorpion commanding minions like this feels so stupid and wrong for his character.
Scorpion. Go with honor.
Or you could help instead of just saying things that you think mean something, Kitana.
Well, at least they're having a good time in this stupid episode, though I bet it's even embarrassing for a skeleton to get taken out by Stryker.
Fatality.
Seriously, that one was straight up a fatality! Why were we allowed to show that versus some of the other stuff? Anyway, Fear and Loathing with Scorpion continues as now his pupils have taken over his eyes completely. And inside this little shack is a portal? So they portaled over here to find a portal out of here?
No one can stop me now.
I know Raiden said that earlier that Earth was useful because of all its portals, but I don't see how Scorpion portaling to Earth from Outworld just to get to a portal back to Outworld is really a great advantage.
I call forth souls of darkness, the dishonored dead.
Oh, with those guards gone, Scorpion can now just summon mummies from inside the crap rocks. I should have known. The story structure is just too good.
From realm to realm, I will unearth my army of evil dead.
And that line is why this episode of Defenders of the Realm is known in some regions as Evil Dead 17.
Not happy. One impossible to exterminate ghost ninja is bad enough, but a whole army?
So what's next, oh so unhelpful one?
I mean, yeah, I can't argue with Jax there. Raiden could have helped stop this, but I guess the combat team being idiots and crashing their jets really taught them a lesson.
Ooh.
Scorpion will probably hit Outworld first. Remember me? I'm the god that's powerless there.
Unlike here where I could help, but just choose not to.
God of useless. I don't have my powers in Outworld. Right, I forgot. Get back to Earthrealm. That doesn't count as powers. Hurry up and get back to Earthrealm! Ah! Man, I love powers.
Where are we?
Outworld. Raiden was right.
Did Stryker think Raiden was lying about where the portal went?
Oh, that's fresh. Everyone in this joint hates our guts.
Was that like the crappy version of this line from the movie?
I'm in a hostile environment. I am completely unprepared. I'm surrounded by people who probably want to kick my ass. It's like being back in high school.
Man, I wish Johnny Cage was in this show instead of a certain useless doofus. They never even mention him. At least Annihilation quickly killed him off in a really lame way. Wait, that was worse, wasn't it? I know this show was during the Johnny Cage is dead because Daniel Pesina posed in a Bloodstorm ad, but still, it would have been nice to have at least one appearance of him.
Shao Kahn would love the opportunity to eliminate the rightful heir to the throne of Outworld.
Okay, Kitana is supposed to be the heir to her realm, Edenia, not Outworld. But I can't super fault the cartoon on this, as at this point, if Outworld was formerly Edenia, wasn't really clear.
If Motaro's centaurs don't nail us,
we get to see what kind of sleaze Scorpion can dig up.
You gotta love when a character in a cartoon is supposed to interrupt or finish a line like this, yet they don't match it up correctly, leaving an awkward pause that shouldn't be there.
For 10,000 years, this was my home.
Earth is your realm now.
You and I will never be totally at home there.
What? Sub-Zero is from Earth. She could have at least said this line to Stryker, because no one wants him in any realm.
Our special powers separate us.
All the others have powers too, except Stryker.
Like those of Earth realm, we are mere mortals.
Hey, Sub-Zero, the Lin Kuei wasn't another dimension, you moron. You're from Earth.
How much farther, Kitana?
Liu Kang seriously interrupted Kitana and Sub-Zero's little "guess we gotta slim it with the Earthlings" talk for an "are we there yet?"
That must be Scorpion's key target.
Wow, the place Kitana led you to because it's where she said Scorpion would be must be his key target. Thanks, Stryker Lock.
Not these deadbeats again. How about an anatomy lesson, foam boys?
Jax wins sassality.
Strike force!
Stryker loses missality.
Kitana!
Thanks, Sub-Zero. I didn't see that guy in front of me until you yelled my name.
Oh, but she was actually allowed to smash that one into pieces. That Jax moment from earlier just gets more and more awkward.
Gotcha!
Is this just something with Jax? Everyone else gets to smash these guys on screen, but oh, Jax! Awkward close-up! The music, the T-Rex thing, what am I even watching? Did Scorpion hire that? Well, it doesn't matter, because it's a good 2-second dilemma.
Scorpion. Kitana! Sub-Zero's going after Scorpion. He may need help.
Stay focused.
What? I know they love giving Kitana the faux deep dialogue in this show, but what was that? Focused on what? And who is she possibly saying to stay focused to there? Herself? The skeleton guy she just kicked? Maybe she thought Sub-Zero would hear since he likes talking in a whispery voice all the time in this series.
Scorpion! You're going to pay for what you've done to my clan.
Though I'm not currently on good terms with my clan either, considering they've been turning people into cyborgs, so I guess I'm gonna make myself pay too.
Ah, the Ice Ninja cometh, but you cannot keep me from my prize, the evilest of all the dead, Shang Tsung.
Alright, at least reviving Shang Tsung is a kind of interesting plot, even though we're only mentioning it towards the end of the episode, and we're at least gonna get a classic Sub-Zero versus Scorpion match. Wow, you can't even do that right, Defenders of the Realm.
It's up to you, Liu Kang.
Oh, of course, it's gonna be Liu Kang versus Scorpion due to their history of Johnny Cage beating him in the movie. Seriously, it's stuff like this that made me just so sick of Liu Kang at the time. He just took over everyone's stories.
Neither of you is man or ghost enough to stop me.
What?
Princess Kitana gave you the secret to defeating my brother. I too wondered if you could have beaten him without it. In my heart, I believe the answer is yes.
With your heart so cold, Sub-Zero.
So, how does Scorpion just revive people now? Him getting something that gave him the power to do this would have made sense for why he went to Earth in the first place instead of just him alerting the combat twits that he is up to something for no reason.
Scorpion! I challenge you to Mortal Kombat!
Get out of here! The tournament's not for years yet!
So we get another variation on Scorpion's spear harpoon, and it's still sort of the serpent from the movie, but now it's attached via a chain, because that makes more sense.
That was just really rude!
Liu Kang, Concentrate.
This should be my battle, but no, I'll just stand here and coach you. Liu Kang can never have enough coaches.
Liu Kang's fireballs apparently turned into a torpedo from Star Trek.
You will finally get what you deserve, Scorpion!
Without honor, you're no better than your brother.
We can't do fatalities. This is MK versus DC. What? No, it's not. Yeah, you're right. I'm just a wiener.
Anyway, Sub-Zero spares the dead man's life. I don't know if that really accomplishes much.
Finish him! Scorpion just bought a one-way ticket to the realm of lost souls.
So, don't throw him down the stairs, that would be dishonorable, but if Raiden opens a pit to hell, it's okay to freeze blast him down there. That's honorable. Then, for good measure, Raiden, I guess, sucks all the mummies in as well. Though this is kind of a win thing, so you think this would have been Fujin's job.
Fujin? That blowhard?
Whatever, Raiden can do things now and have powers in Outworld because it's the end of the episode and the rules don't apply to him during the closing minutes.
I need a vacation.
Are we friends now? Guys, I'm bored.
There's another rip starting.
Mortal Kombat continues.
We accomplished nothing. What a mess of an episode and a horrible misuse of Scorpion. They only had the mention of possibly resurrecting Shang Tsung near the end, so the threat of that is barely acknowledged. Scorpion has just turned into a bland villain, and what little they set up with him and Sub-Zero is thrown out so it can be another Liu Kang lesson. Next time on Defenders of the Realm, it's rip-off reptile time, and Jax learns he's useless without his metal arms.
I'm nothing to the team without my bionics.
Powers of evil. Get over here!
Acid Tongue immediately starts off with our reptile stand-in character, Komadai, portaling over to Earth.
Earthrealm is ours!
I looked around the beach for a few seconds with no opposition. The entire Earthrealm must be up for grabs. Yay! Our entire race has no brains!
Speaking of their race, as this is following the movie, we have that confusing reptile getting merged with a statue thing to gain his humanoid form, begging the question if that's how all these Saurians got their sweet green ninja gear. I assume we're probably ignoring the whole statue combination thing, as these Saurians take off their human faces completely sometimes, much like Reptile does during his Hungry Hungry Reptile fatality. Also, fatality is the one thing I guess we're remembering about Reptile from the movie for continuity's sake. At least that makes a little more sense that he's not here than Baraka. Though this series isn't gonna have any issues resurrecting other dead characters later. Anywho, I guess Nightwolf's been practicing his elite hacker portal skills as the combat crew show up almost immediately after the Saurians.
Who are they?
No idea, but they sure didn't come in peace.
I mean, look at them bouncing and running around on an island. That's the most aggressive moves they could make.
So our combat heroes do kinda seem in the wrong here, as they just attack without asking any questions first. Guess they're lucky that they were here to be bad guys, because they'd look pretty stupid if we saw Komadai come out of the portal and say,
"Now we will attempt to make an alliance with the humans to stop Outworld."
And then old Earth's greatest failure success said,
"They don't look friendly. Let's kill them!"
Whoever they are, they're good.
I mean, look, this guy blocked one lazy blow from me. Can't get much better than that.
After Stryker's lazy day amazement combat, we do at least get to see a few signature moves from other characters, including Sub-Zero's classic Star Trek sound freeze. Glad Jax's ground pound shockwave followed the path that was already there before the wave actually hit. Oops. Also, I think Jax may have been aiming for Stryker there.
What have we here?
Honor? We don't believe in that. We just attack unprovoked.
You, big man, have made a fatal mistake.
Boring!
I thought all reptiles' race were extinct.
And I thought all of Jax's race was extinct.
Man, that's racist.
What? You just said... Ah!
Ninjas, show your true colors.
In retrospect, I don't know why we even bother with the human face masks.
Komodai acid spits all over Jax's precious metal arms, beginning the main plot of this story. Yes, really, because now Jax's metal arms aren't working correctly.
My arms!
Back off, lizard lips!
You will pay for this. Nothing can stop me from taking over Earthrealm.
But it doesn't take that much to make us retreat!
I'll steal the rip.
So that I can pretend that I'm useful around here.
Don't put yourself out.
It's not silly.
Stryker, come on. Closing portals is the one thing they gave you to do in this series.
It's never done that before.
Sure it hasn't, Stryker.
Jax! Hey, you in there?
Yeah, look, I'm okay. I just want to get back to base and see if my arms can be repaired.
Why don't you just forget the wetware and go it au naturel?
Are you crazy?
What do you think this is, Mortal Kombat 2? I completely forgot how to fight without metal arms after that one.
When are you gonna realize that it's not about brawn, it's about brain?
I have brain.
The control chips are gone.
Maybe you shouldn't have just thrown them away then? If he had to get them out of the arms in case of damage from the acid or something, maybe a pocket would have been a better idea. Unless the control chip itself was covered with acid, in which case I don't think it was good anymore. I also don't really get how he's currently using his metal arms if they're supposed to not be working without their control chips.
The shells can be repaired, but the control chips are one of a kind. It's lost. Everything's lost.
How could no metal arms happen to me?
Let's get out of here.
Okay, I'm coming.
I'm riding in Stryker's jet.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's the face anyone would make when they're told that someone's gonna voluntarily hang out with Stryker.
I need some space to deal with this.
So his metal arm issues are all Sonya's fault? Or he's just pissy with her because she dared to bring up that he's able to fight without his stupid metal arms? Luckily, there's magic space for a third seat in Stryker's jet because Sub-Zero isn't gonna ride with Sonya either because he's mad at her for hacking into his Facebook to see if he liked any of the Lin Kuei's posts. Good job sealing that portal, Stryker.
Now that they're gone, the Earthrealm is ours again! I'm so stupid!
I can't stand it anymore. I gotta know. Can my arms be repaired or not?
Don't make me go super doofy eye 2 on you!
The prognosis is bleak. Combat alert! Let's go!
A lot of good I'll be with just these.
Jax, you suck. There's another rip starting. Wait, where's Sonya? That girl really likes to push her luck.
I'll try to reach her.
She blocked me? I hate Sonya. Sonya calls back and lets them know that she found Jax's little control chip. It seems like the team could have spent that extra few minutes checking for that before leaving. But then Sonya gets attacked by Komodai because she had to go and find big baby Jax's lost toy, and suddenly Shokan!
But wait, I need my arms, man.
With Jax and Sonya out, we'll need your help, Raiden.
Oh, this day is really heading for the toilet.
So is this episode. I wish they didn't keep splitting the focus on these. It was enough for the episode with them dealing with the Saurians, but now we're just throwing in Shiva and a bunch of Shokan to clutter things up.
Get to that island and see what's going on with Sonya.
I can't. Not without my bionics.
Get over it, Jack. Sonya may be in danger because she went back to look for your stupid chip thing.
But what's the use if I can't do anything?
Can't do anything? Holy shit, Jax. You're supposed to be a special forces officer, and you can't even be bothered to save someone close to you without metal arms now?
You guys just don't get it. All I am is a strong man. I'm nothing to the team without my bionics.
Just a strong man.
I'm pretty sure you still are a strong man without metal arms, because you don't look particularly weak without them there, Jax.
I'm scared.
The amount of time this episode devotes to Jax just crying about his metal arms is hilarious. I also think they seriously messed up on which character is completely useless without their electronic tool, which he's not even using correctly anymore.
He's never done that before.
You are useless.
Sonya needs you, man.
I'll try.
But she's probably dead already without metal arms.
Anyway, Jax decides to take things to the extreme. If he doesn't have metal arms, he's not gonna wear any clothing at all. So he rubs his naked butt all over the dragon jet.
I've never felt so naked and alone in my life.
Then maybe you should put some pants on. Gotta love the timing of that line with the animation flub. That was almost a little too perfect.
I guess we'll find out if that metal dick is worth the price I paid.
The glow's coming from inside the shaft.
It's highly probable the source is a dimensional rip.
I think you can bet your baton on it.
Yeah, I can see why Jax feels like the dead weight member of the team when they've got Stryker around.
You are useless.
Get out of my sight. No wonder this place was condemned. It's ready to cave in.
Now there's a charming thought.
Indeed, then the episode would be over and there'd be no metal arms to save you.
Where's Raiden?
I don't know about that useless thunder god. But Shiva is right here.
The date's over.
Wow, that was almost as lame as metal arms.
Say what?
And I brought along a few friends.
This seems like a much larger problem than one that should just be dumped into the middle of an episode like this. This is now a mine full of mini-bosses. This should be a bigger deal and not just a subplot in the middle of the I'm useless without metal arms episode.
The useless one has come to even the odds.
Wow, God of Useless. He said it.
Nice to see you too, Princess Appendage.
Into the toilet, the useless one, and Princess Appendage. Raiden apparently brought his A game for the metal arm drama show. Kang then just easily kicks two Shokan right into a floor portal, and that's it for them. Apparently we're just dumbing the Shokan down to that, despite actually getting Raiden involved with this fight. That's at least nice, but there should be something on the line here other than nothing.
What's this?
What is it, Jax? Jax, what did you find? Come on, Jax, I can't stand the suspense.
You break it up, Nightwolf. I can't hear you.
I hate you guys.
Oh man, I hate being average.
Jax, your average giant muscle man.
I've got to climb it. Man, I'm glad the others aren't here to see this.
Yeah, that'd sure be embarrassing for them to see you using your actual strength to climb the side of a cliff. That's some average guy problems for you. Ooh, Mortal Kombat logo wipe. Yes.
Why don't you just blast these invaders with lightning?
Aside from the place caving, it's a time bomb. Hello?
Hello, McStriker! Hello! Can't wait for the episode where Stryker realizes he's useless without his having a point.
But now that you mention it, I could blow out of this joint an instant before it came crashing down. Just kidding, Einstein.
Seriously, everybody hates Stryker.
I did it! I really pulled it off!
I've never used any of my actual muscles before. That's why they're so big.
Jax, look out! No! What?
Going somewhere, Jarek? This is a fatality.
That was too much.
I never dreamed it would be so easy.
Not that easy.
Watch his acetone!
Tell me something I don't know!
Jax, you've gotta use your head!
I can't think without my metal brain. Crap, I thought he was a golem. I'm so stupid.
Ty, you did it, Jax! Move it, Jax! Look out! Come on, Jax! That'll never work!
Kinda being a bit of a backseat fighter here, Sonya.
What are you doing? Get back in there and finish him!
And that's when he bashes Sonya's head in. Or frees her, whatever.
I don't believe it! He used his head!
Sonya, it's getting way past condescending at this point.
You're finished, reptile!
But I'm not a reptile, I'm just...
Kiss off!
And you kiss off people with that mouth, Sonya?
You know, you're pretty smart. For a lug.
The ice can't hold. The ceiling's gonna cave.
Back to outward!
I have no idea what we were even trying to accomplish in an old abandoned mine in the first place! Too bad the writers didn't even bother to try and make this little Shokan subplot have any point.
We're too late! The whole place is caving!
They couldn't have possibly made it out of the mine in time without my metal arms.
Oh, they aren't dead. Surprise. And then we get a good look at the true face of the doofus who caused so much metal arm trouble. Too bad Komadai forgot to bring any of the rest of his gang from the beginning of the episode. But, you know, capturing Sonya was pretty much the same thing as taking over the Earth realm, so I guess he thought he didn't need them. The writing on this episode is just too good.
Thanks for helping me dig up that inner strength you're always yakking about.
But now that I got my metal arms back, I'll never need that again.
So you put them back on. Brains are a better tool than brawn.
I actually agree with you for once. But it doesn't hurt to have a little extra help.
So Jax learned his lesson, but didn't really.
I now know that I don't need my metal arms, but I need my metal arms.
It's kinda sad when I gotta say that Annihilation did the Jax metal arms story better, as there, when he realized he didn't need his metal arms, he didn't put them right back on. Great, now I'm praising Annihilation for something. Look what you made me do, Defenders of the Realm!
Hey, I learned my lesson.
What was any of this episode? Sarian show up with no plan, Shokan show up with no point, Jax mopes forever about metal arms and then goes on a new joyride. Next time on Defenders of the Realm, Katana's ex-boyfriend Rain shows up. Also cyborgs, Motaro, a devil thing, and whatever that is, because having a focus is stupid.
I need my arms, man!
This day is really heading for the toilet.
Skin Deep is the episode where we learn who Liu Kang's real enemy is. Himself? Man, that's deep. Skin deep.
Hey, watch it! Man, you just took 10 years off my life.
Kinda underplaying the fact that Jax almost impaled you with a stalactite. You know, kinda just a bit more than a scare, but I'm sure everyone is really glad Jax has his metal arms back so he can put them to such good use, like trying to cave in their base.
What's the big deal? I thought you Mortal Kombat winners were ageless.
And if you don't age, that means getting your head crushed in doesn't matter, right? Whoops, looks like my metal brain needs oiling again.
Never age?
I don't think you'll have to worry about it, Liu Kang. You'll probably get killed by one of your friends soon enough. Pondering the fact that he won't age until the next Mortal Kombat makes Liu Kang daydream about how he beat a much more Mortal Kombat 3 Shang Tsung in another Defenders of the Realm remake of a scene from the movie, including Liu Kang saying the wrong victory message.
Flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
It's fatality, Liu Kang. You were looking for the word fatality, because that's what that was. And like your little cartwheel uppercut...
Wins. Fatality.
You'd think the not aging prompt would have made him think about the people he knows growing old around him rather than just remembering the movie. Anyway, it's time for the Night Wolf at the blinky light on a map computer scene. We're only 4 episodes in, and this part is already feeling tired and formulaic.
Cyber ninjas?
Can't tell. My spectrometers are going crazy.
Are they really, or are you just looking at a bunch of colors?
Better check it out right away.
Well, of course, if it's a spectrometer crazy rift, we really need to check it out, unlike any of the others.
New Guinea, huh? You better get all your shots, Stryker. You don't want to catch malaria.
I already had it.
It's kind of strange, but I've been thinking a lot lately.
That is strange.
The Elder Gods decreed that the victor would not age until the next tournament, so the champion may return to compete generation after generation.
But since the Outworlders violated the rules, there may never be another tournament.
Who wants to live forever?
I may never age.
And you fear what it will be like outliving all your friends and loved ones? I understand. Remember, I myself have lived 10,000 years.
Despite the clunkiness of what brought this topic up for Liu Kang, this does at least feel like they're trying for a genuine character moment with him here. And it's nice that Kitana brings up that she can actually relate considering how long she's lived.
But you must not confuse agelessness with immortality. They are both vulnerable.
Well then, I guess that makes us the perfect match.
Liu Kang, you're gonna ride in Stryker's jet on the way back.
Aw, man!
Gee, and I forgot the picnic basket.
What? Liu Kang comes across someone's carefully constructed skull pile when suddenly it's raining men! Hallelujah!
Stop!
Spamming sweep kick, Liu Kang. Cheap.
But there are more pressing issues here, like the skull pile suddenly forming cubes.
Kitana, my princess.
Well, he's already said 2 more words than Rain from Conquest.
Kitana.
We are very old friends.
I mean, how can you not love this guy's dance around into a kneel? Rain's great.
More than just friends. Once.
Awkward!
But I thought that you were...
Dead?
Only in your dreams, Kitana.
No, my Kitana.
If looks could bore. Oh wait, they can.
Outworld has become a very dangerous place under Shao Kahn.
What? Thanks for that real shocker there, Rain. Got any more stunning revelations like winning Mortal Kombat is good?
Are you guys okay? We heard fighting.
This is Rain. He is a friend from Outworld.
What is rain, baby? Don't hurt me. Don't rain on my parade.
So it turns out there really was nothing special about this portal at all. Nightwolf really was just staring at colors, probably amazed by purple rain. And yes, I know there's other uses for spectrometers. Thank you to anyone who's about to actually me on that.
The Emperor Shao Kahn has laid plans to invade the realm of Sa. What's that got to do with Kitana?
Wow, already only thinking with your dick, are you, Liu Kang? Someone tells you the guy you and Kitana are trying to stop from taking over the realms is planning an invasion into one, and your response is, what's that gonna do with my girlfriend?
In that realm is a sacred scimitar that contains the power to destroy the strongest warriors. If Shao Kahn takes it, he will rule all realms.
And just how do you know all this?
You guys get it yet? I'm jelly. And that's when Stryker leaps into action
by checking his watch.
You're thinking of visiting Za. Like Outworld, it's a realm where I got no power.
Is there any realm besides Earth where Raiden does have his powers? And most of the time, he doesn't help an Earth realm either. I'm starting to think that Raiden originally hails from Excuse Realm.
Kitana, are you sure you can trust him?
Did Stryker just confuse Liu Kang for Kitana? He looks dead at him until he's done saying that. Also, there's the fact he's asking if she can trust Rain when he's standing right there.
It's Star Trek time, guys!
Ain't love grand?
Thank you for that.
Anyway, to make this Za realm really stand out, they do absolutely nothing. Guess they couldn't afford to draw a different looking location.
I suggest we separate into teams.
Kitana and I will... In times past, we were a formidable team, Kitana.
Ooh, Liu Kang just got rain blocked!
Yes, but give me one moment.
I don't get it, Kitana.
I need to go with Rain.
I think we have a little bit of a disconnect with the dialogue and the animation here. Kitana says to give her a moment to Rain, presumably to have a little chat with Liu Kang, but then she just starts walking away with him and turns back to deliver her little Rain is the original cool speech.
The original cool.
Who is he?
And why does he not care about us always talking about him like he's not standing right there?
Rain and I were engaged.
Looks like Liu Kang is in the Animality House.
Now, please, try and understand.
Why don't you come with me, Liu Kang?
Aw, man, Liu Kang just got given double the cold shoulder.
Oh, man. Did you see that?
That was almost as awkward as the way we're all stiffly standing here.
Suddenly random demon things pop out of the rocks because we don't have time to make any of the fights have any logic to them.
This is definitely not good.
Especially when we have to fill the time with such poignant dialogue like that.
Combat time!
Yay, she said it again. I was really getting worried that that wouldn't come back. Best parts of this nonsense pop rock demons fight are Kitana doing her fan lift into the square wave punch, as those are actually moves you chain together with her in the game. Also, Sub-Zero freezes and smashes one of them because they aren't human, so it's okay.
We got him on the run!
Yeah, but to where? They have no idea where this portal goes and are about to follow the suddenly appearing pop rock horde until... Really? This was Rain's moment to betray them? You'd think he'd lead them to an actually deadly trap of some kind. Unless the retreaty, easily defeated pop rock demons that everyone in the group really did get a flawless victory on were supposed to be the trap, and then smoke bomb and slowly walk away with Kitana was plan B. I guess Kitana also forgot how to resist during that.
Oh man! We've been set up! Ow!
Really, Sonya? Really?
Our wrist comms are dead in this place. They thought of everything.
Some of you don't like me picking on Stryker because Stryker is serious business, so let's pretend what he said there was smart.
Hi, boys and girls.
Raiden, how did you...
I've been here with you the whole time, keeping an eye on you.
That's why I let the very slow rain smoke bomb betrayal thing go down and waited a minute before coming to Portal, you guys!
A paranoid thunder god. I guess that's one thing Shao Kahn didn't figure on.
What? If the plan really was just to trap them in this realm, why wouldn't Shao Kahn and Rain think that Raiden would come looking for them? Seems like a pretty large oversight there. Also, if Nightwolf could drag himself off the computer for a moment, there's someone else who could come looking for them.
This plan is getting worse all the time.
Hey.
That doesn't count as powers.
I'm not going. Not without Kitana.
Consider this, Grasshopper. She may have gone willingly.
Well, given what we saw, that would make more sense.
Maybe, but I have to know. I'm staying.
Staying? They left via a portal. Why would you think that they're still in this realm?
Then I'll stay too.
On second thought, maybe I'll go.
Hello, Earth invasion?
Oh, by the Pop Rock demons, since we saw them run through a portal? Oh no, of course not. That'd make too much sense.
I've got to find out the truth about Kitana, if she really cares about Rain or about me.
Oh, yeah, that's the most important thing at the moment, not Shao Kahn taking over the realms or her possibly betraying the Earth. We gotta know who Kitana likes best. Do you like me more than Rain? Yes, no, maybe?
Who else can I grow old with?
That's a good question. Who can Earth's greatest failure grow old with? I don't want him thinking about growing old with me. I can't stand that guy. Maybe I'll call in my favor with Durock. Hey, Liu Kang, buddy. What's up? Want an egg? No. But, yeah, you aren't gonna grow old with anyone, Liu Kang. That was the dilemma you were facing at the beginning of this episode. Kitana has a really long lifespan, but that's not the same thing. And if the tournament comes back and you're not the champ after it, that just means you'll age like a human again and not at the rate Kitana does.
Where do we start?
I found this on the ground. She might have left it as a clue. It was pointing there.
Hello, Earth Realm to Liu Kang. She went through a portal. She didn't know where she was going. So the direction her fan was pointing shouldn't lead you to her at all if the writing on this wasn't so stupid.
Tell me something, Stryker. Why did you stay?
There was a girl. She used to look at me the way Kitana looks at you.
Blankly and uninterested? Yeah, I could believe that.
But I was a riot cop. My career always came first.
Wow, this is some really deep insight into Stryker here. I really feel like I learned something. Something skin deep.
She finally walked out on me.
When she realized I thought calling myself Stryker spelt with a Y was cool.
You ever tell anyone and I'll use this baton
up your ass and close a portal.
I wonder if he's done talking.
Meanwhile, the rest of the crew are fighting cyber ninjas at the skull piles. If it had been the Pop Rock demons, that would have actually followed the story and made Rain blocking them from the portal feel a bit more like a plan to invade the Earth rather than a plan to do almost nothing. The Lin Kuei have nothing to do with anything in this episode, so as it is, it's just a clunky way to separate most of the group. How often is that pressure alarm of any use? I imagine it gets set off by birds or whatever flying creatures are in this realm all the time.
Impudent insects, you have defied the Emperor Shao Kahn.
Oh no, it's the Centaurs, better known as...
Motaro's people?
You shall not survive, Motaro!
Wait, Liu Kang didn't even dodge that. He just stood there and Motaro just somehow missed. Really great introduction to the sub-boss of the current game at the time here, guys. Especially when you add his craptastic fighting skills onto him just showing up near the end of the Rain Kidnapped the Princess episode. And Motaro on his own isn't even enough to be a minor inconvenience for Liu Kang and Stryker, and if you didn't think Motaro's people were pathetic enough, here's this! But then it's time for the Centaurs to show how they are actually really tough opponents to be feared.
Then again, Maybe not.
You know, you can have them manage to defeat Motaro and his people without making them a complete joke. They did this with the Shokan and now the Centaurs. No wonder this series didn't go past 13 episodes. You can't just keep haphazardly introducing things that should be major threats and never allow them to even remotely feel as such. Hell, more emphasis is put on Liu Kang summoning a super fireball to put out a little waterfall than Motaro. And why did he even need to do that? So he didn't get a little wet? If we had established that there was some kind of danger here, this might at least have felt slightly important for him to do. Anyway, we learn that there's 50 Shades of Rain going on in his kink dungeon with Kitana when Liu Kang has to fight the multi-headed whatever this thing is. Couldn't just have it be Motaro who was guarding her. No, that'd be too much focus on an actual villain if you had a fight that lasted longer than a minute. Anyway, Liu Kang melts multi-head with his Kaioken fireball. Who'd have thought he'd use that to defeat something slightly more powerful than a small waterfall?
Just tell me one thing.
I would never leave you.
Are you serious, Liu Kang? Did you honestly think that this was something Kitana was into? Mr. Purple Smug Smiles remembers he was involved with the plot of this episode about 8 minutes ago and reveals he only dated Kitana because she was rich and joined Shao Kahn because he needed a job. Stunning character work. Anyway, with barely any time left in this episode, Kitana's revenge battle gets ended quickly when the only pillar holding up this entire place is destroyed and Rain goes swimming, never to be seen again.
Looking for the exit sign? Good thing we finished off the cybers in time to save your sorry butts.
We make a good team, Kitana, even if I do sometimes let jealousy.
Oops, it was probably a bad idea.
Boy, did they ever lose focus in this one. Just random battles all over the place. We see that horde of pop rock demons run through a portal, which you'd think would mean they'd factor into the plot later, but they're never seen again. And Motaro just shouldn't have been added as an afterthought to the Rain episode. We could have spent some actual time on Rain and his motivations. It could have been much more interesting if the reason he took Kitana with him was he's trying to make her some kind of offer because he really still did have feelings for her. And then you could have a moment where Kitana is unsure of herself and actually put her in the position of having to choose between Rain or Liu Kang. Instead, it's just Rain took her to chain her up in this nonsense tower to accomplish nothing. Next time on Defenders of the Realm, things get real smoky.
You're not just a big bag of...
Old Friends Never Die starts us off with Stryker shooting lasers out of his gun because it's the 90s, and wait a second, he totally missed the platform there.
Stupidity.
Well, I guess they said old friends never die, and Stryker is no one's friend, so they weren't lying.
9 out of 10 targets hit.
I don't know if risking your life running around lava just to do target practice is really worth it there, Stryker. Of course, you'd probably already be dead that close to it anyway.
You should have gotten 10 out of 10.
Man, Sub-Zero, you're as cold as ice. Really, I don't know why Sub to the Zero is being such a dick here, other than, well, you know. He then goes all Kenshi on Stryker's little lava pit target game. I'd really love it if Sony and Jax had to tell Raiden that they lost 2 warriors due to target practice today.
10 out of 10 targets hit.
He froze you out, Stryker. That means he wins the bet.
Haha, I'm a robot. Well, maybe a cyborg at least. Get it?
Ha ha.
His score shouldn't count. He used a non-regulation weapon.
Oh, that's Stryker. I love that guy. He's not being a complainy wiener at all. Anyway, Nightwolf calls, and guess what? He's at the computer and a portal is opening. What a totally refreshing scene. Can't get enough of that Nerdwolf.
An offshoot of the Grand Canyon.
Who or what is that?
Huggish Greedley is using time travel to dump garbage there in the past!
We were friends. He is a ninja named Smoke. We trained together.
Wait, all they actually saw on the monitor was a portal with some smoke, and Sub-Zero knew immediately that it's his old Lin Kuei buddy Smoke? There are other things that cause smoke in the universe, Sub-Zero. By that logic, he should have started calling for smoke when Rain threw that smoke bomb.
Smoke? Smoke? I know it's you! This is a no-smoking realm!
But since this is the Smoke episode, Sub-Zero is correct, which is lucky for him, otherwise it'd be really awkward when he found out he told them his ninja training backstory with him for nothing.
Cyrax and Sector also trained at the Lin Kuei.
So this is a kind of interesting one, as this cartoon came before there was any in-game depiction of Cyrax and Sector's human forms. I guess they just guessed. But in the game, they're pretty much the opposite of what we are shown here.
We vowed that no matter what courses our lives would take, we would always honor our friendship.
Friendship? Friendship? Again?
We vowed to be friends even if one of us got turned into a cyborg. Luckily, I know that'll never happen to me.
The ancient masters decided that the Lin Kuei should automate, combining the souls of their finest ninja assassins with the bodies of advanced cybernetics.
They've really modernized things. You can even check out your assassination schedule on the website.
lin-kueitraining.org.
Sector and Cyrax were among the first to be converted.
No statue would be safe around them.
Smoke and I knew we could not let this happen to us.
I mean, not without a significant pay raise, and Lin Kuei is kinda cheap.
The leader of the Lin Kuei was a master shapeshifter.
Kinda like that Shang Tsung guy. Smoke owes me diamonds!
You are mine. Why do you defy me?
Really a tough question there. Can't imagine why some of your employees might not quite be up for getting turned into cyborgs.
Smoke! Follow me!
No! Smoke stayed to fight, while I escaped. I failed him.
Yeah, you kinda did.
I escaped, and Smoke was converted into a cyber.
He is so good at pressing that insert button. Why do you have a video of that, Nightwolf?
Sub-Zero sets off to confront Smoke, who's apparently just sitting around the Grand Canyon, going in and out of a portal until Sub-Zero gets there.
But I will not fight you, Smoke.
I am programmed to capture target.
You know, that was almost Cyrax's net move, and in Annihilation, Smoke used Sector's missile move. This really does go, though, with Smoke's established trait of being a move stealer.
Come here! Get over here!
Smoke, why are you stealing my moves?
We were friends. Search your memory.
We will never fight in actual combat.
Hello, Smoke. I am sharing all of your memories with Scorpion. He finds your pain hilarious.
We will honor our friendship.
Don't forget to send me to Cyrax and Sector.
I always told you you were a sucker for spyware, Smoke.
The Lin Kuei Master then shows up with Sector, Cyrax, and the rest of the losers that weren't cool enough to keep a name after being cybernated. But Sub-Zero fights against the odds and saves Smoke. Oh, never mind.
Your soul will belong to me.
I want to be Shang Tsung so bad. But hey, I'm still cooler than the Lin Kuei master from mythologies, right? I mean, look at that guy.
Kiss off!
Thanks.
We thought you might need backup.
This embrace is getting a little awkward here, Stryker.
Despite your incredible ninja concentration.
But I probably could use some of that concentration so I pay attention to a battle when I'm in the middle of one.
You must pay your debt to the clan.
Then maybe I can afford something better than wooden swords.
Shocking!
Ugh. Also, what happened to your eyes, Sonya?
I must execute my programming.
I will not fight you, Smoke.
Listen to the emotion in my voice, Smoke. This is what you have lost. Human emotion.
Finish him.
Smoke shows mercy.
Sub-Zero finally gets through to Smoke a bit, which causes him to do something almost unthinkable. He uses a power that has something to do with smoke.
Don't you have any moves that have anything to do with smoke? What doesn't a teleport punch and a spear have to do with smoke?
Too bad he didn't use that smoke vanish back during the escape from the Lin Kuei. Could have been kinda useful there. This shocking turn of events causes the Lin Kuei master to spread his wings and fly away.
Let's make sure these unwanted guests stay gone.
Hey, wasn't closing portals your thing, Stryker? And now Raiden doesn't? Doesn't that make you, well, you know?
Is there any chance Sub-Zero's right about this cyber?
Really selling that concern for Sub-Zero there, Sonya. What is going on with her this episode?
I swore I would never fight you, old friend.
Smoke, now might be a good time to steal Sub-Zero's moves just like I'm stealing your personal information.
The Lin Kuei master comes back to show how possum he is, and that he apparently can just shake off Sub-Zero's freeze.
Your soul is mine.
Wow, this guy is Shang Tsung's biggest fan. But his quoting here gets him in trouble.
Your soul is mine.
No! You have ripped people off for the last time. You're one to talk, Smoke.
Shut up.
You do remember our oath.
Yes, but you are an enemy of the Lin Kuei, so we can no longer be friends.
Smoke? You just tried to kill your boss. I don't think you have a position at the Lin Kuei anymore.
However, I will honor our oath.
They aren't adding me to the main cast, so I gotta leave for flimsy reasons.
I believe our soul is the only thing that no one can take from us.
Well, there are plenty of things you can take from Stryker.
Everybody hates Stryker! This is one of the better Defenders of the Realm episodes, and it does go into one of the stories I find interesting in MK lore. The escape from the Lin Kuei when they started the Cyber Ninja project, and Smoke and Sub-Zero's friendship. I wish they could have given us a little more behind their friendship, though, than just saying, we were friends, and Sub-Zero really need to have more passion in his voice when being forced to face off against Smoke. There also could have been a much better job done having Smoke and Sub-Zero get separated than Sub-Zero saying, yo, Smoke, let's skedaddle, and Smoke saying, nah, I'm good. Oh, wait, I'm not. This should have been a great pain from Sub-Zero's past that he couldn't save Smoke from this horrible fate, but the way it's depicted, it kind of makes Sub-Zero look like he didn't try that hard. And Smoke just kind of looks like an idiot rather than it being him sacrificing himself to save Sub-Zero. This story could have really used a change to the usual format as well. There was no reason for Smoke to be popping out of a portal near the Grand Canyon. There's no point to what he's doing there, and the Lin Kuei are from Earth. Something they seem to keep forgetting in this show. The story could have been way more hard-hitting, as Smoke had ambushed Sub-Zero, and this was the first time he saw Smoke as a cyborg. Rather than, yo, let me tell you the Smoke story, guys. We could have seen Sub-Zero really torn up about if his friend is even still in there, and then Nightwolf could have helped him come to the conclusion that yes, Smoke's soul is still there. Which could have, given him something a little more meaningful to do than play on the computer again. Also, the Lin Kuei Master did not need to be a poor man Shang Tsung. In fact, he should have just been kept to the flashback, cause all he did in this episode was distract from the personal story of Sub-Zero and Smoke. I think it would have been better if they saved the Lin Kuei Master for a follow-up story where Sub-Zero and Smoke team up to take on their former clan. Next time on Defenders of the Realm, Kano has risen from his grave.
Hello, baby.
Is there any chance Sub-Zero's right about this cyber?
I don't have a clue.
Yeah, that's right. It's Familiar Red. Kano's gone commie or something. You might have been expecting Ermac, but that's a mistake. According to an Amazon listing, this episode stars Christopher Lambert, Robin Shao, and was directed by good old Paul W.S. Anderson. That seems legit. The combat crew are fighting some Tarkata for reasons never to be explained like usual.
Make it quick. We're kind of busy here.
Sorry, Luke, but there's another rip starting.
Jeez, Nightwolf is starting to turn into Shockwave.
Liu Kang, I've been trying to call you for 4 million years.
Nightwolf, I'm busy forever! Nightwolf, baby, take some initiative. You know your buddies are in the middle of a battle, so why don't you try to do something a little more proactive than trying to send Outworld malware?
I'll clear the way.
Yeah, that also messed the jets up. Thanks, Jax.
You know what to do with this.
You must now disintegrate your faithful companion cube, Kano.
I mean, who is that? So Khan had to give that to Kano to drop on the ground in front of them? Couldn't handle that one yourself there, big guy?
There's no sign of a dimensional rip.
It's impossible for them to open a portal and drop something or someone off quickly. Though I don't know how quick it really had to be unless the combat crew were already really close to Egypt.
Nightwolf pulled us out of battle for this?
So part of the plot is this going to be our team being short-sighted morons?
There's no rip here.
It must have been a glitch in something Nightwolf did.
There is nothing wrong with my computations or my machinery.
How dare Stryker question Nightwolf's nerdery?
Listen, how are the others doing? Should we get back and help them out?
Negative.
They're dead, and I just figured out it was a bomb they dropped off in Egypt. Well, what do I do now?
And the computer doesn't make mistakes.
Well, except for that.
Anyway, Kano's companion cube slice gets him inside a pyramid somehow.
Hello, baby.
This was a bit of a confirmation that the Australian Kano was here to stay after most people enjoy Trevor Goddard's performance as Kano in the movie.
Hello, baby. Did you miss me?
I do find it kind of odd to hear the Australian voice come out of the bald Kano, as most things they made after they changed him from being Japanese-American to Australian also made him look more like Trevor Goddard as well. But the important thing here is that the Egyptian pyramids have automatic doors.
Now to make those do-gooders jump through hoops.
Cyclops. That's right, I just popped out to do nothing other than reveal myself and talk to myself. Diabolical.
There was no second rip.
I'm telling you, there was.
And I'm certain we couldn't find one.
Is Stryker seriously threatening to beat Nightwolf down because they didn't find a portal? Really, why is the fact that someone might have tried to be slightly stealthy beyond them?
There's another one starting.
Yeah, where's it this time?
Your butt? Let's kill Nightwolf. Scorpion could be our new tech guy.
Do you read?
Get out of here!
You've got to trust me.
It's not about trusting you, but you got to admit you're wearing us down.
It's not really on Nightwolf that the bad guys are coming to Earth. It's on him, though, that he never helps.
Well, I'd say we found another big, fat nothing.
If we don't find anything immediately after getting out of our jets, it must mean there is never anything happening! But oh no, look, they're cold. Too bad they never heard of jackets or shirts.
Doesn't this confirm you're screwing up, Nightwolf?
Well, it certainly confirms that you guys are easily messed with. You'd think they'd ask Raiden to instantly check one of these out, but it's too early in the episode to get him to help, I guess.
There's another rip, this time in Australia.
How do you do your Dunkaroos?
Come on, that's at the other end of the world.
How fast are their stupid jets supposed to be exactly?
Nothing.
Someone must be deliberately sending you on these wild goose chases.
Great, blame someone else for your screw-ups.
Well, it's become everyone hates Nightwolf now. Stryker must be happy that someone else is taking the heat for once. Did Sub-Zero just hold on to foreground Stryker's shoulder as he jumped down there?
Not again.
Rainforest, Brazil.
I swear, this is the last time.
Unless Outworld is more obvious with their invasions, the Earth could die.
Do you think I'm losing it too?
I have no idea.
God, I'm useless.
Raiden does tell Nightwolf that maybe he should try logging some time off of the computer, which is a completely crazy notion to him, but amazingly,
Maybe it's time I check it out for myself.
Nightwolf is gonna actually do something? Wow!
I'll be happy to mind the shop while you're away.
I just need to brush up on my elite basic programming skills. Nightwolf takes a quick jaunt over to Egypt and immediately finds a Black Dragon metal piece. Don't know why or how Kano dropped that, but it kind of makes the rest of the team look really stupid.
All right, Nightwolf. We want to know what's going on with you.
Before you make a bigger mortal butt out of yourself.
Well, looks like things are back to normal.
What is it, Sonya?
Me Nightwolf not get it.
Jax then tells the story of how Kano killed Sonya's old partner, though we never see said partner during this flashback, he just explodes off screen. Even though if we're following the first movie, Kano said he cut him.
Ear. To ear.
I know they're not going to show that in this cartoon, but showing the partner at least once might have given this a little bit more gravity. I do love, though, that apparently Kano thinks he's Johnny Cage and leaves headshots around. And even though they gave him hair to look more like movie Kano in this headshot, after the explosion, we see Kano and he's got his MK3 appearance.
Captain, what happened to Wexler?
They just didn't get to him in time.
Sonya knew who was responsible, and she vowed Kano would pay.
How'd she figure it out? Kano was so subtle. We do get a flash to the Kano battle from the tournament as well, where he's got his hair back. So, I guess Kano just loved flip-flopping his appearance around.
I can't stand to think that Kano may actually be free. The idea is too painful.
You know, Sonya versus Kano is the better story to have been telling, and we're only getting to it over halfway through this episode.
There is a rip. My gut's telling me we should split up. Half check out the rip, the rest of us head to Egypt.
We were there. We didn't find anything.
I'm Stryker. I'm too stupid to figure out that clues found by someone else still might mean something.
Nightwolf is gonna go on a mission again. Amazing. Though, now that we've introduced that this should be Sonya's story, constantly bringing up Nightwolf and his computer woes is rather jarring and unwanted.
There's no way this is part of the original floor plan.
Yeah, that black dragon logo that you recognized in the earlier scene shouldn't be there. These are the same deductive skills that let Sonya know that Kano was behind the bomb.
Stupidity.
This show has made its heroes look pretty dumb before, but this episode is really doing a number on them. At this point, Kano deserves to win.
Hopefully whoever it is thinks we're all across the globe at the latest rip, and we're gonna jump on them.
Though you'd think he would know they were there since they just fell into his obvious trap. Unless that's just a really stupid entrance Kano installed and he didn't want anyone to find it, and if that's the case, he's as dumb as the rest of them.
Hang on. This place may be booby-trapped.
No!
Combat time!
That's right, Mummies Alive are Kano's goons! Other members of the Black Dragon would make too much sense, and they would be tougher than steam wrapped in toilet paper.
Looks like we wrapped up the mummy situation.
Boo!
This must be some kind of a puzzle key. No computers this time.
I'll just see the keyboard in my mind.
You did it, Nightwolf.
Nice to see you again, baby. Looks like you got wise to my little tricks.
Which were just to annoy you, I guess, while I sat around in a pyramid.
Probably should have thought of an actual goal to accomplish there, Kano.
You really thought you'd finish me back there on the island?
Yeah, you do tend to think that snapping someone's neck would finish them.
But what you never realized, baby, is that I'm actually working for a much higher power.
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch!
Kano's higher power plan was apparently just to open a portal again, which Stryker then closes. Way to go, bud.
Kiss off, baby!
Oi, that's me defeated, I guess. Automatic pyramid doors, don't fail me now!
No!
I was depending too much on machines.
And that's why Shao Kahn is gonna be the new tech guy. This was quite the mess of an episode. I don't mind them giving Nightwolf a crisis of confidence. It was nice to get him off the computer, but it's such a waste to have that smashed in with Sonya's personal story with Kano, and as a result, we don't really get to focus on that enough. And it's coming off super lazy that the villains never seem to have an objective in what they're doing. Why is Kano in a pyramid? Could no one working on this be bothered to ask that question? This episode just made every character look like a doofus. Next time on Defenders of the Realm, we focus on Sonya! Only an episode later than we should have, and Stryker finally gets to play on the computer.
You think I'm losing it too?
I have no idea.
Fall from grace. Guess that's not going to be a large drop for anyone here. Shiva is back, hot off of her doing nothing in a mine 4 episodes ago during Jax's big metal arm lesson. So, maybe the old Sheevster will have more of a point this time.
Annihilate them!
You really want to be bringing up annihilation, Shiva?
The date's over.
Even though Shiva was apparently yelling to annihilate no one in particular, Sub-Zero, Sonya, and Stryker, the Triple S team, happened to be nonchalantly wandering around this red sky rock field. Maybe they're here because they're checking out the portal opening, but if that's the case, they probably should not have gotten caught off guard. I just hate how contextless so much of the action on this show is. When a lot of other shows just drop you into action at the beginning, they tend to explain it later on, which this show is not going to.
I'm gonna take out Shiva.
Wait for the others.
I don't need them!
So, there's really no reason here for Sonya being more reckless than usual. It's not like she has any personal backstory with Shiva. Now, who does Sonya really want revenge on? Oh yeah, Kano. That guy in the last episode who Sonya did not rush off on her own to take on. But this hothead behavior would have actually fit in that episode, but we didn't have time when we had to focus on Nightwolf's computer woes.
Maintain your current position. It's strategically wrong to take
combat time!
Okay, Sonya's being a bit of an idiot, but what is the strategic advantage of standing there holding Stryker's hand? Plus, Liu Kang and Jax are over there fighting already, so it kind of makes sense to go help them. But this episode is about Sonya learning a lesson, so Stryker takes a Shiva fireball for Sonya.
Stryker!
That's it. They kill one, we kill one.
Why can't you ever be a team player?
You need to listen to Stryker the Sailor Man!
Mellow out, Stryker. First priority now is to get you back to base.
Sonya can take me. She should be suspended from active duty for what she did to me anyway.
What she did to you? You don't take a bullet for someone and then say, hey, look what you did to me. If they wanted this to make more sense, they could have had Stryker say, hey, I need you to cover me while I get these rocks off of Sub-Zero, and she doesn't, and that's why he gets hit.
You need time to cool off and think about what you did.
Speaking of cool, you idiots, while I have this hard-to-keep-going ice shield up, is not the time to have a performance evaluation for Sonya!
Jax, I'm sorry, really.
I know.
Next time, you'll let Stryker die. This is really self-indulgent of Stryker to have Sonya fly him home in the middle of a battle just because he got a boo-boo while helping her. What if they got back to base and then Raiden was all, so, the rest of the team just got killed by the Shokan. Maybe if they had one more fighter, things would have been different.
Yeah, but Sonya made me get my arm hurt. She has to be punished.
Say something, Nightwolf.
I fear the wounds are fatal.
And thus peace was brought to all the realms.
Friendship again?
He'll be out of action for a while, fortunately.
Our friends are in trouble.
It's almost like taking Sonya out of the fight with a bunch of mini-bosses wasn't a great strategy, Stryker. Anyway, cause it's serious, that means the double uselesses are actually gonna go help.
Kiva, stay here, boy.
Shouldn't you power up into Super Nightwolf for this? I don't think fixing the Shokan's computers is gonna end the battle, Nightwolf.
At least you're not mad at me, boy.
Wow, I was gonna jokingly write that the wolf was growling at Stryker, but then it really was. Even injured, he can't catch a break.
We could have handled them if you hadn't...
Is this really a story about Sonya being a hothead or Stryker being a complainy wiener?
Where do you get off after what you just did?
Right. Do you need anything? A pillow? Something to eat?
Spare me the goody-good routine.
Remind me why I shouldn't pick on Stryker again?
I need to see what's going on at the crater.
Malware overload.
It's your fault I was playing on Nightwolf's computer, Sonya. You're gonna have to fix it.
Step aside, boys.
Man, I wish I could be there.
Look, you're suspended. Take it like an adult.
Like I'm taking the situation like an adult. Now get me some more ice cream.
I really am sorry for what happened.
I just don't understand why you can't be a team player.
I guess Special Forces kind of changed me.
What happened?
Kano took out my partner, Wexler.
The pain was so bad after that, everything changed.
I didn't know that, even though I was there when you told the story about that last episode.
I'm so tired of all the fighting.
The woman whose catchphrase in the show is combat time is tired of all the fighting? Sure, that seems right.
Intruder alert, someone's penetrated base.
This is because you didn't follow simple Dragon Jet startup procedure.
Stryker, you're preaching a lot of BS about being a team player, but I'm not seeing any such behavior on your end.
Shokan warriors. I'll monitor their positions on the security cams and relay them to you.
Don't put yourself out.
Right. Teamwork, Sonya. That's the key.
Hey, I learned my lesson.
Good luck, Stryker.
Yes. Good luck. Please do not die. I would not want that. So Sonya starts bombing their own base to annoy the Shokan, because apparently that's a strategy Stryker approves of.
Kiss off! Now, Stryker!
Wait, what? He flooded the Shokan from the pipe Sonya was hanging in? Wouldn't that probably washed her out too? These are the Stryker's strats?
How ironic that it's just you and me.
You don't even know what irony is, do you? It looks like the police are just gonna arrest the Shokan. Nah, it's just Raiden, who's apparently been trying to close this one portal for hours, which might make even less sense.
There's only one way to guarantee victory here.
Fatality.
You're as bad as Sonya.
Good point.
Raiden, you're a loose cannon! Hand me your hat and lightning! You're on suspension!
I'll be back, Thunder God!
Once I figure out why I came in the first place! Now that Raiden zapped the volcano, the portal closes easily, of course.
Destroy the beast! I mean you guys, not me. I'm running away from it to attack the easy target.
Combat time! I'm so tired of all the fighting.
Sonya manages to beat Beardy Shokan with her Kiss Off move, while the rest of the Shokan have apparently forgotten that they exist.
Thanks.
Like I said, you can get a lot by being nice.
Point made.
I thought you needed help.
They do. To pick up the place.
Don't look at me. She made the mess. Make her clean it up.
Ha ha! That Stryker learned nothing. What a prick.
Stryker, it's official. You suck.
Time to send Zenkaro and his friends to the realm of no return.
Oh man, I sure do love Raiden's sugar-coated murder.
I feel much better.
I don't believe it. Stryker petting Kiva?
Believe it.
And the wolf's not gagging.
Is there anyone in this group that likes Stryker?
It's time to vote on what we do with Sonya.
I mean, I was way more reckless blowing up a volcano, which Jax even pointed out, but good luck punishing me!
We decided to leave it up to Stryker.
That'll take some careful deliberation.
And Stryker decides to milk it like a dick.
You are no longer suspended. I don't get it. I thought you'd be thrilled.
It might have been nice to have an excuse to run away from the endless fighting.
Tone whiplash! And on that sour note, we end the episode. Seriously. What was that? It's not like you couldn't tell a story about Sonya becoming disillusioned with their never-ending battles and wanting it to end, but that was not this episode. And her mentioning this one other time in the episode does not make this ending deserved or feel any less awkward. It makes no sense for the story to be about Sonya being a hothead, then apropos of nothing say she hates the fighting. Though it does make for a hilariously awkward ending that reminds me of that Beachcomber Transformers episode.
We won.
Most episodes of Defenders of the Realm seem like several scripts just smashed together, and then they delete all the parts of the stories where they actually gave character motivations or proper development. I know I like making Stryker the butt end of a bunch of jokes, but this really could have been the opportunity to do something better with him and have him and Sonya bond over having to defend their base. What if when Sonya ran off at the beginning, it was after Stryker had asked her to cover him, but if she hadn't ran off, Liu Kang might have gotten killed by another Shokan. Make neither party really in the right on the issue. Also, have Stryker actually get mortally wounded so it makes more sense for Sonya to bow out of the battle. If you want the story to be about Sonya being sick of the fighting, this should have been told in the Kano episode or a follow-up to it. Maybe have the combat crew gain a victory over Kano only to find out he's taken someone else away from Sonya, making their win kind of feel meaningless. Something like this would be a much better lead-in to making Sonya feel disillusioned with all their fighting. And then you could have Jax have to convince Sonya that they need her on the team. Or even stupid Stryker could do it if you wanted to do something more with him than just being an ass. Next time on Defenders of the Realm, it's the introduction of Quan Chi, and not just this show, into anything.
No, you stay here and play nursemaid to Stryker.
The Secret of Quan Chi is a dark and dirty one which he tried to hide from everyone. That being that this episode of Defenders of the Realm was the introduction of his character. Yes, he appeared in this episode before he debuted in the actual game series. Though Quan Chi was being developed for Mythologies and MK4 at the time, they just decided to have him show up here first. Kind of a weird starting point for one that would go on to be one of the more popular Mortal Kombat characters. Then again, we're talking about a series where characters have come into existence due to rumors of glitches. Anyway, this episode starts off doing what Defenders of the Realm does best, a contextless battle. Yay. Sonya immediately kills one of the Lin Kuei cyborgs. Oops, I mean robots. There's no one in there. It's okay she killed it. Sure, the actual story is about the Lin Kuei making cyborgs, but they also need these generic robots to fight random battles to no end. But look at this intense waltz between Sub-Zero and this wannabe from his former clan. You can really tell how meaningful this is.
The pool of prophecy never lies.
Oh, wow. So we're just getting Quan Chi dumped on us with no fanfare or context. What a debut. Don't know why I'd expect anything else from the show at this point.
Raiden's minions will enter into battle in 3 hours.
Wait, so this super generic battle hasn't even happened yet? Why? There's absolutely nothing special about this battle to go back and say that it's in the future. They could have done something like the beginning of Mortal Kombat 9 and show everyone dying in battle with non-generic foes so that there's some stakes. Not just, hey, look what will happen soon. The same thing that happens every episode.
Soon enough, a crippling evil shall infiltrate these pathetic mortals.
The others will have their own horrors to deal with, but Kung Lao's, that will be the deepest.
Man, you know, I just really miss Adoni Meropis' Quan Chi. That was a really fun take on the character, even if the show was a mess. Speaking of shows that are a mess, in Defenders of the Realm, Quan Chi's pet snake also turns into his belt. For reasons.
You gotta keep him off guard.
Something like that, Blubberbutt?
Don't you ever call me that.
Oh, well, I see we're really gonna delve into some good stuff with the main characters.
Hey, what'd I say?
When I was a kid, I was Well, I was fat.
Really adding some deep backstory to, oh, I can't do anything without Metal Arms Blubberbutt Jax.
I don't mean just a little pudgy either. I'm talking fat, like the fattest kid in school.
That's big.
I think Jaxfield Sits Around the House was my favorite of his books.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Combat alert, let's move.
Don't worry, I'm sure Quan Chi will really help Jax deal with his childhood obesity issues. Anyway, it's the usual Nightwolf at the computer telling everyone to get lost scene, though this time the jets pop up from a geyser? Which is apparently taking them right to Iceland, where this portal was opening. And Iceland looks like the exact same rock field we always see. Except for a not so great swirly light pattern in the sky, which I guess is...
Aurora Borealis.
I don't see any dimensional rip.
Guess we're gonna have to call Nightwolf's computer nerdery into question again because that was a great plot.
Not a ninja in sight.
Unless you count them.
Guys, it was Quan Chi who looked ahead at these not so shocking events in the spoiler pool, not you. You shouldn't know that it's gonna be the stupid robot ninjas yet.
Combat time!
Glad we got a sneak peek at this earlier though, otherwise I'd be so thrown by it being combat time.
It is precisely as the pool of prophecy foretold. They battle Shao Kahn's mindless automatons.
Shao Kahn's? What, Khan do a corporate takeover of the Lin Kuei from Master Shang Tsung wannabe?
Good job on all this corporate paperwork, Raiko.
I finally found something I'm good at.
Now, we just need to reprogram those robots to fight for an actual purpose.
No, we can't. They're locked into their aimless battle mode. Looks like they're gonna attack an empty rock field in Iceland next. This is probably gonna cost us millions.
Oh!
Leaving you and I free to run our little errand.
Oh, so that's why this boring battle was so important. So Quan Chi could run errands. Now it makes sense. They don't even know you yet, Quan Chi. Well, actually, Katana and Raiden do, but they're probably not expecting this character was just invented to show up. I'm glad, though, Quan Chi has a snake who's sometimes a belt to narrate what he's doing to, though. Otherwise, he'd sound crazy. Oh, and it's not just a belt snake, it's a multi-purpose snake. It also lets Quan Chi pull a He-Man / She-Ra.
By the power of Grayskull.
What the?
Hey guys, I just detected more portal activity.
Man, Nightwolf is a dangerous ally to have. He could have gotten his teammates killed so many times with his distractions during battles. And it was a really great design to just have his Skype calls automatically pop up instead of letting them choose to answer it.
Well, kick some cyber butt and then get over there as fast as you can.
I'm not helping out this time because I'm busy fighting a copyright claim on my Are Portals Real video? Stupid Outworld Inc. on behalf of Con Entertainment.
Beyond this sacred portal lies the hidden realm of Zatera.
Ah, Zatera, the realm of Reptile and the Saurians. So are we gonna see any of them in this episode? No. If we did, it'd probably just be a generic fight with random ones anyway. It's kind of weird though that Zatera even exists on its own when it was merged with Outworld due to them losing in Mortal Kombat.
Earth is the crossroad between realms.
Thanks, Quan Explainy Pants. What about that area with all the portals in Outworld? That no good to you? Also, if Zatera's in Outworld, you could probably just turn your snake into a jet and fly over to it. It's just a silly reason to put what he's doing on the good guy's radar. You could have just had Quan Chi enacting his scheme to get this gem he wants in Zatera and have Raiden find out and tell the combat crew to stop him, cutting out all the pointless Lin Kuei robot filler, but that's not the Defenders of the Realm way!
The gem of Tetsuri.
Oh no, it's the ghost of Scorpion! Making this a specter of a specter? Well, you can't out-double nonsense Quan Chi because, yo dog, I heard you like snakes, so he put a snake in his snake, which is filled with more snakes. And that is, of course, the natural predator of floating scorpion fatality ripoffs.
Oh man, I hate these double shift nights.
Yeah, I hope Raiden is paying you overtime.
Over there.
Good job, Stryker. No one else would have seen that.
Who are you?
I'm totally not Quan Chi.
Who's Quan Chi? Anyway, Not Chi gets everyone a little high off his reptile gem and then takes off, so everyone else just goes home too, and we find out the real reason Nightwolf couldn't help check out the second portal. Hard at work as usual.
We almost wiped out back there. Hey, don't walk away. I'm talking to you, ninja.
Stryker being a dick here is apparently our first signal that the hit off the gem is going to make everyone super aggressive, but seeing as Stryker kind of acts this way all the time, it's not really confirmed something is off until everyone else joins his dick parade.
What's wrong with them?
I don't know. What's wrong with you?
Why ask me? I'm not their keeper. Kitana never gets involved. She just stands back all the time judging us.
Hey, lay off Katana.
Can't mess with Lou's woman.
Oh no, she didn't!
Children, if you can't play nice, I'll have to separate you.
Maybe I ought to separate Sonya from her mouth.
Oh, is that right? Blubber butt.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Those in glass houses, Sonya.
Say, did you guys know that Jax was the fattest kid in school?
Like all schools everywhere? Jax gets so mad he shows off his horrible aim, making Katana realize that's gonna be all that gemming it up that led them down this dark path for 10 seconds.
The Gem of Tetsuri. I had heard of it, but always assumed it was a myth.
Well, apparently there was a really easy access portal to it in Iceland, so you probably could have confirmed its existence without that much trouble.
That is why the boy looks so familiar to me. He is the sorcerer Quan Chi.
Time for a new plan.
He's a free-roaming sorcerer with venomous powers.
Well, that's good at least, because I hate sorcerers that give you roaming charges.
Once you've been exposed to the gem, the effects keep getting worse.
You see, being on the Gem of Tetsuri is a lot like being on a roller coaster.
There must be something we can do.
No. I said I'm driving from now on.
Stryker? Listen, I know we all hate Stryker. Is that it? Yeah. I didn't really think that speech through.
Nightwolf, go with them.
Aw, but Nightwolf's busy. So Raiden can just open a portal for them to fly their jets through? This would have been really helpful before Raiden. Also, this would have been a good explanation for how they get around the world so quickly all the time, but nah. Anyway, Quan Chi apparently has to get rid of the gem back in Zatara before he gets high off it too, and Zatara apparently looks a lot like Iceland, just with more lightning in the sky.
Save your soldier garbage. We don't take orders from you, Stryker.
Why you whining, little? Stop it! Let's land the jets. I want to give Kiva a chance to sniff around.
Also, Kiba has to go pee-pee like a good wolfo.
Hold it. I think he's picked up something.
You give the orders and we just obey? I'm done.
Damn you, Zero. Great. We sit on our butts while Dances with Wolves play Scout.
Oh, shut up, Jax. All you ever do is bellyache.
Well, Liu Kang's not wrong, high on gems or not. Anyway, some random rock people form, cause that's what happens in the reptile realm, I guess. These things look like they'll be pretty tough, though. Or not. It's just another generic dudes fight.
You ice freak!
Enough, Stryker!
If you aren't gonna fight, at least stay out of my way.
I haven't exactly been sitting on my ass all these years.
That's fresh, coming from a loser who gets her partner killed.
Oh wow, just gonna drop that one and move on, are we?
That's where we'll find the gem.
There it is.
In retrospect, it's the easiest thing in the world to find. I'm an idiot.
Let's smash the blasted thing and get out of here.
Only the strongest and most skilled warrior among you can destroy the gem of Tetsuri.
Everyone starts trying to kill each other because winners don't use gems. And was there a point to Quan Chi doing this? Like, was he trying to do something in Earthrealm and need the combat crew out of the way? If that's the case, he should probably be back there instead of just pointlessly hanging out in the gem cave. Who knew magic snakes with snakes inside their mouths were only as tough as toilet paper mummies? Seriously, why are so many things in the show just a one-hit KO? Oh, right, because they waste so much time on pointless filler battles, they don't have time to make any one battle actually good. Well, that was okay, but still no conquest, Quan Chi. What? Nightwolf ran over to smash the gem and Sonya randomly says combat time? Did they just promise themselves to put that dumb catchphrase in so many times whether it made sense or not? Anyway, this giant snake is gonna be a big issue. Just kidding, of course it's not. One arrow and it's dead. Wow, amazing. I love the ridiculous overreaction face, and then immediately he goes back to deadpan and farts out. And that's why it's the best introduction Quan Chi could ever have, and why it's the one part of this episode that anyone really remembers.
We have learned there is nothing we cannot accomplish when we honor each other.
And with luck, it won't take more than a month or so to get all the apologies out.
This is the part where you say you're sorry.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Listen, Jax, about that blubber butt thing.
I'm sorry we added that story element when it had nothing to do with anything other than just being another insult for me to throw around. But whatever, blubber butt was clearly the worst thing anyone said to each other. Who cares about bringing up a partner who got murdered?
You didn't mean it and you'll never say it again.
Well, unless I really need to humiliate you.
Wow, nice laugh, Jax. If you ever want a job in a dingo tune, just give me a call.
Also, yes, that awkward Jax laugh is seriously how we end the episode. What a waste of Quan Chi. If they were gonna use this new character, you'd think they'd do something with him. All he did was talk to a snake a lot and then make everyone angry with a gem. You could sub him out for almost anyone and the plot wouldn't really change, and I'm so sick of there being no goals in mind for the villains. It's just such lazy writing when there really was a lot for them in the Mortal Kombat lore they could have been drawing from. Next time on Defenders of the Realm, Shao Kahn resurrects Shang Tsung, which is a really big deal, after the gang disposes of some pointless Lin Kuei robots, of course. It's time for some resurrection up in this Defenders of the Realm zone. We start off with some Shadow Priests, which if they're anything like the Shadow Priests from Conquest, they're pretty much the ultimate power, so the combat crew should probably just give up now. They open a box full of Shang Tsung bones, which Shao Kahn was just saving for a rainy day.
Bonality! Have you prepared everything?
Yes, Emperor. This will fix my strange manner of speech. It is an ancient formula.
Excellent.
Fatality, you suck. Sorry, I just got a little catchphrase carried away.
They drop a little of their life potion on dem bones and bring Shang Tsung back in a kinda neat looking sequence. He's come back sans clothing, but with his MK3 eye makeup on.
Shang Tsung lives again.
I've been waiting so long to bring you back just for that. Ha ha, the look on your face. Khan's a little upset about Sung's Big Island Mortal Kombat failure, and Sung's a bit temperamental about having been stuck in hell until Mortal Kombat 3 started happening, when Shao Kahn promised to wake him up for Mortal Kombat 2, so I think we can kinda see both sides of the issue.
I have gained possession of a force that is so great, it will give me ultimate power and reduce even Raiden to a mere mortal.
Can't we just get Raiden to come to Outworld and lose his powers?
Oh, come on, Sung. You know that's never consistent. Behold the orb.
Oh, it's not just any orb, it's the orb. That just means so much.
This is only a minute taste of the orb's power.
Well, I sure hope it has more power than just being a light-up ball, because that's really not all that impressive there, Connie boy.
Ah! The key to control the very elements of Earthrealm. Fire, wind, water, earth, and...
My T, yours is the greatest power of all. Without a heart to guide them, the other powers are useless.
So, yeah, this orb might be able to do a lot, Shao Kahn, but without heart, it can't turn sheep around.
My sheep! Hi!
But what has this to do with me?
The more innately evil the possessor, the more intense is the power of the orb. The orb will render the god of thunder powerless.
This is true.
Something about this is just kind of amusing to me. Sung doesn't trust this orb info from Shao Kahn. He's got to get confirmation from a shadow priest. After all, they've got trustworthy faces.
I will gladly take my revenge on Raiden and his minions before I destroy the Emperor Shao Kahn.
I just came back in here to get the remote. I probably wasn't supposed to hear that, was I?
No. This is kinda
awkward, yes.
Anyway, I suppose I should start talking about where this orb actually came from, as it's a crossover plot element which ran through 4 cartoons on the USA Network's 1996 Saturday morning lineup. It started on the Street Fighter episode The Warrior King, which is also the name of the character who is chasing this orb through all the different shows, voiced by Michael Dorn.
I will not abandon Warrior's World to the corruption of the hated wizards.
I wonder if Michael Dorn ever got really tired of the word warrior.
It galls me, Ralph, to forsake my people.
You do not forsake us, my link. You are protecting the orb that sustains our world.
The orb's powers seem to change from show to show a bit. Bison uses it to create some plant life and, zap Chun-Li's boobs, which seem to only mildly irritate her a bit, so I think the orb's power might be exaggerated a bit. Though he does use it to mess with the weather in some places later.
I have never seen a woman with your gift for combat, or with your charm and beauty.
I can't believe it. We're in the middle of battle and you're hitting on me?
Yes, truly the Doofus Warrior is a character worth exploring through several shows.
Without the orb, my world will perish.
So it was extremely stupid for us to hold the world-sustaining orb precariously next to a portal open to the Street Fighter dimension at the beginning of the episode. Oh, yeah, Warrior King, that looks good. After apparently falling for this guy a bit, Chun-Li helps Warrior King get the orb away from Bison, but it and he fall into a portal again. Which leads to the Savage Dragon World, which is the only show in this multi-crossover lineup not based on a video game, as this time it's a comic book. This episode is called Endgame, which is kinda dumb considering this episode doesn't feature or any endgame for anything in Savage Dragon or the Warrior King plot. In fact, since this is just the middle of the Warrior King plot, it's probably one of the most awkward inclusions of him. The most notable thing to me in the Savage Dragon cartoon is that the Savage Dragon is voiced by Jim Cummings.
Okay, fella, I think you've done enough damage for one day. Now put down the stick and come peacefully.
In Savage Dragon World, the orb powers you up, which we see via a bomb and some weird demon thing called the Fiend. And after Warrior King finds out Savage Dragon is backwards chair sitting cool, they team up to get the orb away from the Fiend. But it, of course, falls into another portal where it ended up being in Mortal Kombat land. Though Defenders of the Realm really dropped the ball, or orb in this case, on the whole crossover thing, and here's all the Warrior King does in this episode. Yep, we don't even get a single line out of Michael Dorn in Mortal Kombat. He just goes chasing the orb right at the end into the Wing Commander Academy episode Recreation, where he somehow ended up in a deep freeze chamber. That's unlucky, though maybe Raiden had purposely opened the portal to lead to that to screw with the Warrior King. Seems like something he'd do.
Sorry. We share that gift with you.
Sure. Yeah, thanks.
The real gift of this episode is it being the ultimate Star Wars and Star Trek crossover with Mark Hamill and Michael Dorn in it. Man, Dorn just brings everyone together. He brought together Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, and now this.
I knew a soldier long ago on a place called Earth.
There have been a lot of soldiers in my family.
Get away from that door! Shut that door!
Hamill has almost as many door issues as he does Pointless Island issues.
What do you want to recreate?
Long ago, my planet was destroyed. The orb is the only chance to restore it.
Oh, so the Warrior King completely failed and his world is dead now. I didn't see it going that way, but hey, at least that's a twist. The orb is now helping to keep peace and life on the planet Oasis, but Warrior King is stuck on the thought of trying to revive his world and blows up some cat aliens. He's about to take the orb and doom the planet, however, Luke helps turn Worf back from the dark side.
I have fought for so long, I forgot what I was fighting for.
What am I fighting for?
So yeah, it was Wing Commander who seemed to try the most during this crossover and actually ended up telling an interesting story with this guy, and Mortal Kombat who tried the least. I don't know if Defenders of the Realm just really didn't want to be part of this crossover and tried to brush it aside as much as they could, or if they just thought it would be awkward since they're in the middle of it, so they didn't really want to involve this Warrior King guy. Besides, Defenders of the Realm has a hard enough time doing anything with its own characters. Speaking of, our heroes are repairing their dragon jets in the water. Truly geniuses at work. Maybe I should go back to the Wing Commander show where it seemed like they were trying a little more.
How would you like to eat that tool?
Give it your best shot, girlfriend.
Never mind. Clearly the complex Jackson-Raiden relationship is where it's at. And just then, Sung starts orbing it up, short-circuiting Raiden's powers. Nightwolf then calls, bugging people for something other than a portal for once. Also, I'm really impressed with the giant, pointless, invisible view screen on the cave wall. That must have been expensive.
There are bizarre environmental disasters unfolding all around the Earth realm.
So it seems the environmental thing with the orb was at least present on all the shows, except Savage Dragon, where it's just a power-up.
This phenomenon is connected to you somehow, isn't it?
I feel like I'm losing my powers. Happy?
You mean you could actually end up a mortal butt like the rest of us?
What if Raiden was one of us? Just a slob like Blubberbutt Jax.
We've got a rip. Wait, guys. I can't go.
The Earth could die. I've got a headache. Nah, Jack's really just faked feeling bad to make Nightwolf have to go. And also so he could help his best buddy Raiden. Anyway, the portal opening was Lin Kuei robots. Yay! Time for what? Like the 86th generic battle of this series already?
We meet again for the last time.
For the first time. For the last time.
I have waited a long time to take my revenge on you, Liu Kang.
How do you know my name?
I said Liu Kang, not the wannabe greatest Mortal Kombat character. Are you sure that's not what you said?
That's it.
Damn you, Zero.
How do you know my name?
Damn you!
Man, I know they said the more evil the possessor, the more powerful the orb would be, but it's gone pretty far from doing nothing to Chun-Li's chest. Shang Tsung can't be that much more evil than M. Bison, can he? Unless Bison was the true hero of Street Fighter all along.
Yes! Yes! Now run, weaklings. Run from the new master of your realm.
Run with us. We've got all the orbs you need.
So they fall and die except Katana. Just kidding, she dies too. Their journey to the center of the Earth is cut a little short, and they marvel at how close they came to the lava. In fact, they are too close to it now, just like they are to the stupid lava they have in their base.
Tell Raiden that unless he comes, I will close the fissure and crush the life out of you.
Question, Shang Tsung. Why not do that and kill a bunch of your enemies now? And then wait for the weakened Raiden to come after you for vengeance? Or could your tiny brain not think of that one?
As far as my tiny brain can tell, Shang Tsung doesn't want you to use this shampoo.
This isn't the same Shang Tsung.
He's got eye paint. Oh, and a crossover thingy.
I hope I won't have to get used to this painfully slow method of transport.
It's a great time for Jax. Sure, the rest of his friends could die at any moment, but Raiden is kind of inconvenienced, so it's a good day. Besides, it's not like Jax can relate or anything. It's not like there was a whole episode where he complained about how naked he was without metal arms, which is less drastic than your whole kind of state of being altered.
So tell me, why did you decide to stick around Earthrealm with all this warring going on, when as a god you could have chosen almost any realm?
I applied to be Chaos Realm's defender, but I got rejected for being too predictable. Earthrealm is my silver medal.
I kinda wish I never asked you that now.
So, girlfriend, if we're doing true confessions, it's your turn.
Raiden and Jax bond a little, but it's nothing super deep. I feel like this should have been a moment to really learn something about these two, but it's just kinda, we gotta go save the Earth and stuff.
That didn't sound good.
Much like this line read.
I hope they're okay, or we're all cooked.
Yeah, I hope they're okay, not for their sake, just ours.
I challenge you to Mortal Kombat.
Accepted! So as far as fights go in this show, Shang Tsung facing off against Raiden is definitely one of the better ones. And it's nice to not just have a bunch of generic minions thrown in too, but it does not nearly have the gravitas it should. Hell, Shang Tsung's return should have felt like a much bigger deal than it has, but instead all anyone is talking about is the crossover orb, which Tsung starts cheating with. He finally goes to put the squeeze on the combat crew, but they get the orb away from Sung, and luckily Raiden very quickly figures out how to use it.
Now, Shang, let's see how you do without nature backing you up.
Captain Planet has forsaken you, Sung!
Raiden gets his powers back and beats up the Sungster quite quickly. If only we'd given more time to this battle instead of having the pointless Lin Kuei robot one.
Raiden! Finish him!
I have a better idea. I'm going to let the Emperor deal with you.
How exactly is that a better idea?
It's good to have you back to normal.
Not that I enjoyed being blasted around, but I did benefit from the experience.
Yeah, Raiden really struggled with his jet ride with Jax. Something all us mortals have to deal with.
Essentially, the orb is not evil. Like nature herself, it just is.
That's really deep, Raiden. Evil people can use objects for evil purposes. Who knew?
This orb possesses far too much power. We can't risk it ever falling into corrupt hands again.
Where did you send the orb?
Into space.
'Cause in space, no one can hear you, orb. Really, though, I don't know how throwing it into space is supposed to be a good solution. Maybe give it to the Elder Gods, or have some weird elementals protect it, like Shinnok's amulet? Nah, just chuck it into another show and let them deal with it.
No one will find that orb in Wing Commander Academy. That show's gonna be canceled in 13 episodes. We're gonna go a lot longer than that, right, guys?
This is where Warrior King jumps into the portal after it, which goes uncommented on by the combat crew. This just comes off really weird when you don't know the crossover context of the orb. It just seems like Raiden threw a super powerful object away and then immediately someone else we don't know went to go get it, making Raiden once again look like the god of useless. Next time on Defenders of the Realm, we delve into Kitana's past and learn that she's got to get the two halves of the Power Sword for the honor of Grayskull.
How about answering a personal question?
Oh, why not? If we do survive, no one will ever believe I actually confided in you.
We start up the Swords of Ilkan episode with Kitana in her Transformers cosplay, but she has to take it off when some other people at the convention start taking their role-playing a bit too seriously.
Do not worry, old friend. I will get you to safety.
It is too late for me, Kitana.
Katana's immediately dying old friend is Ramoth, who is voiced by Brock Peters, who was the Cisco dad on DS9.
Have you hidden the swords?
They are safe, beyond her reach forever.
Well, that was a short one. Just kidding. Katana's a liar, of course.
You've always been there for me, like a second father.
Guys, if you're going to flash back to this character, maybe we could have gotten a little more to make us invested instead of just the first thing we see being him dying.
Learn to trust your instincts when it comes to trusting others.
I trust you will trust me that you must trust people.
Like me.
I was just waiting around for a perfect setup line.
Take her away.
You'll pay for this.
How dare you arrest me after I betrayed you?
Anyway, back to the present and more important matters like Sonya's kitchen.
Cooking time!
The excitement of Mortal Kombat, folks.
Hurry up, I'm starving.
Hey!
Ugh. I can't enjoy food properly without my metal arms.
Too much salt. Let's try again.
I'm making a facial mask.
Oh, excuse me, madame. You want me to run you a bubble bath next?
Ugh! I've had it! I'm sick of being trapped in this cave with nothing but a bunch of men to talk to.
Sonia, toxic masculinity doesn't exist, okay?
All we ever do is fight.
Hey, you fight like a girl.
We train to fight and then we fight some more.
Yes, thanks for reminding us of that awkward ending to Fall from Grace and how that's a plot thread we aren't going to really resolve in any fashion.
It might have been nice to have an excuse to run away from the endless fighting.
Awkwardality.
Sometimes a woman just needs another woman to talk to.
Well, what about Katana?
Katana? Give me a break.
I'd rather pal around with Scarlet than Katana. Hey, Katana, can we talk about girly things like swords?
Were you sleeping?
Meditating.
I'd like to try that sometime.
Do we like each other, Sonia?
I thought that we could talk.
If Sonia and Katana become friends, they'll probably play on my computer together and kick me off. I gotta stop them.
Here's the latest rip, located in a dormant volcano in Iceland.
Whew, thank goodness Nightwolf interrupted that with something new, like a portal opening. Wouldn't want any actual character development happening.
There's something about these readings I just don't like.
They're just too feminine. We gotta keep this a boys' club.
Oh, not all men.
Jax makes an excuse to fly with Liu Kang so that Sonya can try making friends, which just makes me wonder why they always have to fly with the same people all the time anyway, but it does lead to a sort of funny moment.
So what's up, Jax?
Huh? Oh, yeah. How you enjoying the weather?
You feel like talking?
I'm sorry, Sonia, but I need to concentrate.
I'm never gonna get to talk facial masks with anyone.
Jax, we'll get you for this. Blubber butt?
Don't you ever call me that!
Sonya, Katana, and Jax get sucked into this portal, so Stryker and Liu Kang try attacking it. Well, at least someone else joins Stryker on the stupid party this time.
Whoa, I can't tell if this is a dream or a nightmare.
Getting killed by someone I find attractive is way better than dying to uggos.
These women aren't known for their sense of humor.
Kinda like you.
Yikes! Guess Katana's quiet time during the flight got her put on Sonya's list.
Combat time!
Just like Sonya repeating combat time gets her put on my list. What was that?
Hey, what about women supporting women, Sonya?
Whatever, at least Jax approves.
Jax! What's happening?
Oh, I'd know that half-assed laugh anywhere.
Who is she?
A deadly enemy.
Oh, who is she killed? I don't know. Maybe my mentor? Not quite sure how he died.
The portal isn't closed, we just can't gain entry. We've tried hitting it with fire and ice.
That's our team! A bunch of doofuses.
Can you send Raiden to check it out?
Negative. He's with the Elder Gods.
I heard they got a future hookup over there and they're playing MK11, which I hear is almost as brutal as our lives.
For the honor of Grayskull!
Sort of Ilkan.
She had to blast Katana with it before she noticed she was holding that sword, I guess.
Now I have one, and you know where to find the other.
So this really is like the power sword from He-Man in the early continuity, where they're trying to put the two halves of the sword together.
You will never get your hands on the second sword.
Oh, but I will, Princess.
And then I will be the new Skeletor.
I will trade his life for the sword. So what will it be?
Oh, geez. Do I like
Jax enough to bother saving him?
Anyway, Sonya and Katana skedoodle off to Ilkan realm where the sword apparently is. Either this is a really small realm or Zara already had an idea of where the sword is because she opened the portal for them, so that just kind of begs the question why she didn't go get it for herself.
What we are searching for is hidden in there.
See, you'd think the only reason Zara would get Katana involved was she knew exactly where the sword was, but she apparently doesn't. Katana just seems to know that it's somewhere in this temple, which seems to be the exact same amount of knowledge that Zara has about it. And I really don't know why Zara sent them off to do this completely unescorted. What if they didn't care about Jax at all? I mean, Zara doesn't know anything about their relationship to him. Then the time comes that you think maybe Sonya and Katana will have a little character development, but all they do is kind of state the same points again. Zara equals bad. She wants to take over the realms with the combined sword, and my mentor died. Man, the fighting sure sucks. But we gotta do it!
And now we must prepare to do battle again.
Looking for me?
Were we looking for him?
Can you get it open for us, Raiden?
Nope. Guess we're not really involved with the plot and are just wasting time.
There, the second sword of Ilkan.
Wow, all they had to do is climb some vines and enter the temple, and then it's just sitting right out on display. I see why Zara couldn't find that on her own and needed Katana. They could have said Katana used to have the sword more heavily guarded at one point, and then when Edenia fell to Outworld, it kind of messed everything up. But nah, the super secret hiding place is really obvious, which just makes everyone look like an idiot. There are a couple of booby traps, yes, but it's still just way too easily accessed. Did those bones just cough as they disintegrated? And why were bones inside the supercharged wrecking balls anyway? One more trap is a rain cloud! This must mean rain! Nah, of course it doesn't. It's just some weird green guy. Where Rain actually has history with Katana, it could have made sense for him to have betrayed her in some way regarding these swords, so of course they don't do that. But I do wonder, did Katana and friends hire this guy to protect the sword back when? Or did Green Screen Man just decide the sword was a good sleeping spot? It might be nice if we knew either way.
Kiss off!
Oh no! If Kiss Off didn't beat Slimer, what will? And the Slimer comparison is pretty apt considering the green guy is voiced by Frank Welker. Well, roared by Frank Welker anyway. He doesn't say anything. Anyway, what can possibly beat this guy? Oh, the sword will. Instantly. All it would have taken for Zara to easily get this sword was going in with another person. Wow.
One sword can conquer warriors. With two, she could devastate armies. Vanquish realm after realm.
Is she just gonna go around sword beaming everyone in every realm? I feel like there could be a better explanation of how this sword would help her take over an entire realm. I mean, she apparently briefly had the combined sword in the past before you took it away, so I don't really see how this thing will make her all that unstoppable when you've already stopped her when she had it once.
But if we don't surrender the sword, Jax will die.
And what's the downside?
Forgive me, Zara, for not trusting you. As long as I have the second sword, the odds are even. It appears we are at a standoff.
Zara never thought of Katana using the other sword to fight back. Everyone in this episode is an idiot!
Hey, let's use the sword against her. Wouldn't she have thought of that?
No! I somehow didn't! I had no plan for this!
Anyway, Sonya is wearing purple in this shot. Oh no. Katana and Zara agree to have a swordless battle and have a little one-on-one for a bit until Zara, of course, goes for a sword. And that's when Sonya springs into action, enacting the super secret plan her and Katana came up with. Her grabbing the other sword. And that's when Sonya doesn't save Katana because Katana just knocks Zara's sword away from her on her own.
You are finished, Zara. I banish you to the void.
Well, I'd say Zara should have seen that coming, but being blind to the obvious is in keeping with her established character at this point.
Ah, cheese it! Rebellion over!
Kitana, free Jax!
Sorry to burst your bubble, Jax.
Are you okay?
I'll make it.
Just take it easy. Lover butt?
I must make sure the swords are never found again. It is finally over.
Oh yeah, just dump them together into another realm. That'll sure make sure no one gets them again. Hey, who was that who jumped in after them? Oh well, not our problem anymore.
You did it, Kitana.
We did it.
Yeah, I wish it felt like we actually had a real bonding episode between these two, but we didn't. We got nothing past the surface level, and that's seriously the end? Why did we do the exact same ending as the last episode with them tossing the powerful item into a portal like that solves anything? And it's never clear if Katana helped set up any of the traps for the one sword before, but at least it had something. Now it's less safe, and they're together.
It is finally over.
Quit throwing your garbage into our dimension.
This episode just blew any chance to do anything meaningful and kept wasting time on nothing. There was absolutely no point of cutting back to the others standing around and trying to beat up a portal like morons, and we don't even see them reunited at the end, so it feels even more pointless to have been shown that. We could have had Sonya and Katana actually relate on the level of having someone important they worked with get murdered like Katana's mentor and Sonya's partner. You could even have had Kano be the one to break Zara out of her prison to make this a more personal mission to both of them and possibly make the audience more invested. This just seemed like they said, how do we do an episode about Sonya and Katana without really doing an episode about them? Oh, and maybe not have the villains sitting around taking it on faith that they'll just be handed their weapon of mass destruction by the good guys. Next time on Defenders of the Realm, the cabal of the opera is there inside the episode.
Did you just make a joke?
It happens every 5,000 years or so.
Is it time for Defenders of the Realm to finally make amends with the audience? Well, highly unlikely.
Hey, can you make any more noise?
Wait, what? What was Sub-Zero doing that was so noisy? He's walking the same as you, and you're the one who's pointlessly blabbing, Sonya.
You know, Kano and his Black Dragon thugs could be hiding right under our feet.
We need light. Darkness is their ally.
You need light? Okay, now you can complain, Sonya. Jeez, for a ninja, you aren't too stealthy, Sub-Zero.
I am not a ninja. I am Lin Kuei.
Huh. Some kind of theater.
Yeah. How did you not know where you were looking for Kano and what the building you were in was until now?
When I was in Special Forces, my old partner was this close to uncovering their underground digs before Kano and his stinking dragon goons blew him away.
Really flippant way of referencing your old partner's murder there, Sonya. Also, the fact that someone is getting power to this seemingly abandoned theater might be a clue that's being used for something. something. Sonya flicks the lights back off because if they don't see any Black Dragon members immediately, I guess it's all clear. Anyway, they are immediately shot at right after by Cabal's laser goggles?
Man, that's a tough audience.
Give us something good for once then.
Combat alert, we need backup.
Really? A former special ops and a Lin Kuei warrior can't take out one guy shooting at them? Nope, apparently not. And after taking a laser arrow to the knee, Sonya's headband gets sent to the next dimension. 'Cause the knee bone is connected to the headband, of course. Sonya then gets Cabal napped and it's up to Sub-Zero to save the day. Or not. Apparently there were Black Dragon members shooting at the combat crew during this scene and Cabal was maybe shooting at them, but they never really established that very well. Then the combat crew smashed through the floor of the theater in their jets somehow. Good thing Sonya and Sub-Zero weren't down there, I guess. In case they're being too subtle, Cabal is the Phantom of the Opera now.
I'm not your enemy.
Cabal actually takes his mask off here, so I guess he doesn't need to breathe or anything, but it makes no sense as he immediately tells Sonya not to look at him.
Stay where you are.
Could've just kept your mask on, dude. Though in the reverse shot, they clearly forgot to have his mask off, making this interaction confusing until you actually see Cabal maskless.
You see why I prefer to remain hidden.
I'm sorry. I just didn't expect...
I didn't expect ugly. I only hang out with the hotties like Stryker.
What?
Is there a portal down here?
Yeah, sure, why not? There's portals everywhere, and clearly the Black Dragon, a group from Earth, needs a portal to Earth.
Combat time!
No.
I'm on Team Cabal here. We learned why Cabal has left the Black Dragon in Defenders of the Realm, and that's because they're a stupid 80s street gang living in the past, man. And I guess to be in the Black Dragon, you need to have a face tattoo of a green dragon. The only way out of getting that is having some kind of face gear, I guess.
The Emperor ain't paying to let Cabal make fools of us.
We don't need Cabal to make fools of us when we do such a good job of that without him.
So the next time he shows up, Kano is gonna have a special surprise for him.
Oh, is your name Kano? Thanks for telling me.
Hey, I'm not paying you to make a fool out of me.
You aren't paying me anything. You see the way I dress? Anyway, glad Kano is back for the Cabal of the Opera plot.
You quit the Black Dragon, so what are you doing?
I learned my lesson when this happened.
I'm getting something from over there.
Come on. Huh?
No! Pretend I made a stealthy exit, okay? I can't see that well underground in my mask.
Girl, we thought you were toast.
Toasty! It's nice Jax had such real concern for her.
Sonya, are you alright?
Am I alright? What am I looking at?
And then you guys came running, and Cabal just disappeared.
I guess we forgot how to talk until we got back to base.
How do we know he's not working for the Black Dragon again?
Might have been nice if we were ever shown Cabal working for the Black Dragon in the first place before going into his redemption arc. And of all people to trust someone from the Black Dragon when that's Kano's clan, it's odd that it's Sonya. Not that that wouldn't be an interesting story, but it should be something developed rather than her almost instantly being all, Cabal's the best!
I think the reason he's in hiding is because he feels like a freak.
Maybe that's because he is a freak.
Wow, Stryker. Wow. Anyway, pot meet kettle. Raiden lays down a little Cabal story time and tells us that before being an 80s street gang, the Black Dragon used to be a bunch of Ermac wannabes, even though the Black Dragon is not a ninja-based clan. But that's an easier character model to make a bunch of generic goons like this, I guess.
But the Emperor Shao Kahn learned that Cabal was destined to reform.
What'd Shao Kahn do? Look up a bunch of Mortal Kombat storyline spoilers? Anyway, apparently it's just a bunch of the generic slashing up his face that disfigured Cabal. That's a backstory so lame it brings tears to Sonya's eyes and causes Jax to go into Super Jax hole mode.
Hey, what's this? You know, if I didn't know you better, I'd say you actually cared about this guy.
In your dreams. Blubberbutt?
Hey, look at this. I'm detecting heavier power surges now.
It's from those same abandoned subway tunnels we were in before.
So I'm glad we stalled the episode's story to come back to base and then just return to where we already were. Great story structure.
The Black Dragon.
Yeah, it's a real surprise, considering we already knew it was the Black Dragon.
The last thing my partner Wexler saw before that animal, Kano.
Oh, so Sonya suddenly remembered she's actually upset about that. Guess she's just in real emotional mode now that we know Cabal's upsetting face story. Then we finally find out what the Black Dragon are doing with their stupid underground portal, which is bringing in a super important figure to Mortal Kombat.
Hideyoshi.
Yahoo!
Friend of yours?
He is Hideyoshi, deadliest of all Shao Kahn's assassins.
Oh! Yes, of course. Who doesn't know about Shao Kahn's #1 guy, Hideyoshi? Who cares about stupid old Shang Tsung? Hideyoshi is where it's at. I bet he's a really intriguing character that they've made up for this show. So, what's he got to say for himself? Yeah, that pretty much sums him up. He's not gonna give a real line of dialogue in the whole episode. He's just here for random battles. The best thing Hideyoshi gives us, though, is this wonderful, stupid surprise striker moment. Too fast for the naked eye. Cabal! The guy with a mask on. Cabal boots Hideyoshi in the face, making him stumble back into the portal, and I guess that completely defeats this guy. Yes, this ends the battle of Shao Kahn's #1 assassin, Hideyoshi. Let us never forget Hideyoshi, the most overhyped Mortal Kombat character.
That's it.
I owe you another.
Cabal seriously just shushed her, and Sonya's gonna be okay with that. Yeah, sure.
You all need time to recharge after your battle.
I don't think we will. That was kind of the easiest battle we've ever had. So, really, why was the Black Dragon portaling some lumbering oaf man into the underground of a theater? Why was this supposedly such a big deal? Don't worry, the answer to that is coming after the series is canceled.
You are free to sit where you wish.
It's a nice place you've got here.
Oh yeah, this steamy cave is truly a luxury suite.
I can watch the movements of the Black Dragon and do what I have to stop them.
So in other words, you've decided to wage your own private little war. Why?
Sonya, you already heard about the Black Dragon betraying and disfiguring him, and you have a personal grudge against them yourself. This shouldn't be a foreign concept to you.
That I was fated to haunt this subterranean world like a phantom.
Get it? Get it?
Vowing to destroy the very evil which had spawned me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No.
I love how the organ music just keeps coming back in as Cabal speaks. Truly his power over us grows stronger yet. Anyway, Sonya isn't a judgy jerk of Cabal's face like everyone else because she had a friend in a wheelchair. Not the strongest of plot points, but it's something, I guess. Nightwolf calls! If you thought it was about something other than a portal, you've clearly forgotten what show this is. But this is very serious because the Black Dragon might teleport another ineffective lummox into the basement to accomplish nothing, so they must be stopped!
You're too slow!
Hello, old chum. Afraid I can't let you do that, mate.
Didgeridoo boomerang, Cabal, mate.
With this gadget, I can open portals to all realms.
Too bad it's all over. For you!
Then I'll amass armies for Shao Kahn, and for my own purposes.
Don't know why I'm bothering to tell you that. Anyway, how do you do your Dunkaroos?
You know, Cabal, you're a fool to turn against the Black Dragon.
I know slashing your face up was kind of a dick move, but it's no reason to leave the organization, mate. And now for Kano's ultimately pointless scheme. You guessed it, Hideyoshi Round 2!
Come on, step it up!
Bye-bye, baby.
Combat time!
Catchphrase combat! It's nice of them to finally get Sonya involved with the second and last Kano story of the series. Once again, this show decides to waste time instead of building up any of the characters' stories. Whoa, just barely did our heroes manage to defeat the terrifying might of Hideyoshi again! I guess stumbling backwards into a portal is really his Achilles heel. And thus ends the stunning tale of Hideyoshi. We will never forget him.
Hello, baby. We meet again.
And now I'm the hunchback of rebuilt Notre Dame.
So we get a good 5 seconds of Sonya and Kano actually facing off until knocking another generic Black Dragon goon into a portal defeats Kano, I guess, and he just disappears. Great use of the character, guys.
Sorry to interfere, Cabal, but Sonya wouldn't stop nagging us till we tracked you here.
You know, them women and their nagging. We wanted you to die.
Yeah! Is that it?
So long, chums. You win again.
What? Why is Kano calling Katana? Kano sets them up the bomb, which is a really dumb reference and seems really redundant since they were blowing up the basement portal machine anyway. They tease Cabal joining the group, but he can't because he's not a main character. And then Katana tells everyone to leave because she's a Sonya Cabal shipper. But if Sonya and Cabal get together, Cassie Cage will never be born, so she goes back to put right what once went wrong. Stay tuned for Quantum Cage!
I'll find a new home. One where I can actually open my eyes.
You know, they really could have done an interesting story of Sonya and Cabal bonding over their mutual hatred of the Black Dragon, but that was not this episode. They just dinked around like usual and barely used Kano for anything. The stock plot of villains in the show doing something with a portal and having no clear goal has really grown quite tiresome. Next time on Defenders of the Realm, Jax quits the combat crew and meets the love of his life. Too bad she's evil. Also, Ermax there.
He is Hideyoshi, deadliest of all Shao Kahn's assassins.
Abandoned is probably what the next episode should have been called, but here we go. Second to last episode of Defenders of the Realm. What do you got for us? Oh boy, a contextless random battle. That's so new. I can't believe this crap got canceled.
Gotcha!
Fatality.
No, seriously, I think Jax just got away with murder. Amazing. Anyway, we see how far the Shokan have really fallen when Stryker manages to take out the 3 Shokan stooges all by himself.
So are you still thinking of leaving all this fun behind?
It's because of all this fun that the news of my grandfather's death didn't reach me until after the funeral.
Excuse me, what? Sudden tone shift much? They really just slapped the audience with this one. There's not even the slightest hint of anything bothering Jax during the fight.
I need to get away from this endless fighting to sort out my life.
Get away from the endless fighting. Why does that sound familiar?
It might have been nice to have an excuse to run away from the endless fighting.
Oh yeah, the person Jax is talking to said the exact same thing in another tone shift slap of a scene, and guess what? Sonya's not gonna comment on the fact she said that same thing at all. Wonderful character development. It's really too bad the show didn't get a second season. Maybe there would have been an episode where Shao Kahn randomly said,
Raiko, I'm going on a vacation. Maybe a permanent one. I just need to get away from the endless fighting.
Cool! Does that mean I can wear your helmet?
Ah!
You gotta help me talk some sense into Jax. He's really leaving us.
Yep, Sonya not only doesn't mention how she's felt the same way before, but she acts like Jax is crazy to want to give up living in a cave being sent out on the whims of a computer hog.
After what we've been through, we can all use a vacation.
Man, I hated that Stryker's Vacation short they played before the Mortal Kombat movie.
You don't get it. I'm not looking for a short break. I've had it.
We keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It's the definition of insanity.
When are you planning on leaving us?
Man, I do like Olivia Dabo as Sonya most of the time. She's much better than certain other Sonyas I've heard, but sometimes there are just these super robotic line reads like this.
When are you planning on leaving us?
Tell me quick or I will rust in the rain.
Haha, it's my greatest scheme yet! Just kidding, I'm never showing up again.
What if I go with you? I could use some time off too.
Sorry, girl, but I gotta work this out for myself.
Because the time Sonya broke down over the endless fighting doesn't matter anymore, and doing an episode about these two both leaving the team might lead to something interesting character development-wise, so can't do that. And of course, Jax will miss old Wolf Knight most of all.
We've got to rip.
Touching stuff. Thanks, Computer Wolf.
Kiss off!
It was kind of rude for Sonya to try and fatality Jax on his way out.
How did I feel about that? I don't know.
I'm gonna miss all of you.
We've got to rip.
I really don't think I'll be coming back.
We've got to rip.
I'm no good to the team if my heart's not in it.
And I hope you find what you're searching for.
Me too. A metal heart.
I'm glad you're leaving.
Don't tell me you're gonna miss me.
And yes, I will miss you.
Aw, Jackson Raiden. Real
Friendship. Friendship again?
Anyway, Jax goes back to his grandfather's shack, who really loved living on the edge. Coincidentally, he died falling off a cliff.
He was the only family I can remember.
Your grandfather was an amazing man.
I don't know how I'll ever be able to thank you for taking care of him, Ruby.
I had to tell the audience who you were, Ruby, since you just awkwardly showed up in my grandpa's shack with me.
Oh, your grandfather helped me as much as I did him. When I came here to study the wildlife, everyone said Jackson Briggs was the man to talk to.
Wait, Jackson is Jax's full name, so is he named after his grandpa, or was his dad also Jackson, making him Jackson the Third?
Creativity.
Anyway, a little fireplace sex with the girl he's known for 2 seconds will chase away the dead grandfather blues.
I hope you stay right here with me.
Whoa, way too quick. Red flags here, Jax, which is really appropriate with Ermac being in this episode. And also Ruby's a red ninja later too.
But I need to know how Jax is doing. Come on!
In other words, you want to spy on him.
Yeah, that does seem messed up, much like that sly smile on Nightwolf's face about this. Really though, Nightwolf can't possibly just be able to spy on Jax.
I do have a way to monitor Jax. I set it up before Jax split. Truth is, I've already been keeping an eye on Jax, and he's doing remarkably well.
Nightwolf, you creep. You seriously bugged your friend and watched him bang? And what exactly did you bug Jax with? A flying camera? Yeah, I see how Jax might miss that drone buzzing around him. There's no such thing as privacy with Nightwolf around.
Where'd she come from?
I like Jax romantically randomly now, I guess, even though I was all over the Cabal of the Opera last episode. And really, who cares if Jax has a girlfriend? You should be asking why Nightwolf is able to bring this up on his monitor.
I'm not sure, but her name's Ruby.
I've just been sitting around watching the Jax show, and you guys thought I did work around here.
Ruby is performing her duties even more effectively than I had hoped.
Wait, Shao Kahn is watching this too? Who isn't watching Ruby jaxing Jax off? Still better than Mac and me. Who would have guessed that a remote cabin in the middle of nowhere was actually the least private place in the universe? So Shao Kahn lets us know that Ruby is working for him. You know, just so that there isn't any surprise when the character we've known for about a minute does a heel turn. Can't believe this show got cancelled.
Ermac, prepare the red ninjas for the attack. Yes, Emperor.
Yes, here's Ermac. The biggest thing we learn about him character-wise is he loves bowing to the empty air. Of course, we get nothing on Ermac, really. No mention of him being the combined souls of many or anything like that. He's just leftovers.
Leftovers are fine with me.
Leftovers? We now return to the days of Jax's life. Ha ha! I love that Ruby is really working for me.
Were we supposed to see that?
No, I'd never bug our enemies. I have standards.
Katana crashes the peep show, so Nightwolf does what he does best to get out of it.
Another rip!
Ermac crashes Jax's fireplace lovin' with a bunch of Ermac wannabes. Wonder if they ever get confused. The only difference between them and Ermac is he has a little more detail. Ermac's goons also look a lot like the black dragon ninjas we saw in Amends, just their face masks were black, so that's lazy. Anyway, Jax loves lamp or something. Remember when people liked that a lot?
Surrender or she is finished.
Surrender or she is finished. So if Jax doesn't give up, Ruby is gonna hail from Finland? After Jax gets a 2-table combo on Ermac, Ruby knocks him out with a fake lighter? So what was the point of the ninja attack? Why didn't she just knock him out when his guard was down with her? Oh wait, we had to waste time with a battle, right. Ew, unmasked Ermac? Why, Defenders of the Realm?
Back off, we are a scientist.
They must be taking Jax to Outworld.
Well, good thing you guys leapt into action to save him instead of sitting around watching the Jax show.
Looks like it was his backstabbing girlfriend who set him up.
Girlfriend? Her name is Ruby.
You know her?
Yes, you might say we share a voice actor.
You remember I told you of a close friend in Outworld who betrayed me?
Oh yeah, Rain! No. Oh, right, Zara! Man, everybody betray me. I fed up with this world. I gotta get away from all the endless fighting.
No, we aren't doing that again.
Ruby vowed to help me rebel, but then she betrayed me by joining Shao Kahn.
Oh, she is your friend and then she betrayed you. Thanks for going into detail on that. Glad everyone has time for this filler story time. It's not like anything else is going on.
My guess is they will interrogate Jax in Hinpar, Ruby's realm.
Oh, so Ruby's not from Edenia/Outworld? And, why would they take Jax to her realm instead of Khan's pad? Well, luckily for the combat dummies, Katanda's random hunch is correct or they'd never find him, I guess. Also, it must be a really small realm.
Ruby's talent for seduction is surpassed only by her talent for betrayal.
I don't know if her betrayal talent is really that good, considering all she did was spend one night with Jax. Though, I suppose if she really did help take care of his grandfather for a while, she was playing the long game until that point. And did Ruby kill Jax's grandfather? We're not gonna bother asking that. That'd just add pointless story.
Tell me the location of your secret headquarters.
It's the cave with the Mortal Kombat logo at the entrance and jets flying out of it all the time. Really not all that hidden there, Khan.
If my shadow priests are forced to make you talk,
they'll just kill off the entire cast, and we don't want to end another Mortal Kombat series that way, do we?
Thought we had something special.
Just doing my job. Nothing personal, Jax.
It was strictly business fireplace romance.
So I guess Ruby in her ninja garb might have been slightly inspired by the Scarlet rumor before she became a real girl? Or they just made another red ninja. Could have just been that. Which, by the way, Ruby does look a lot like cosplay Jackie Briggs, especially when she does her Ermac cosplay. So maybe Ruby is really Jax's daughter from the future. Oh, damn it, Jax. Oh, well, that's probably not true. I mean, it's not like Mortal Kombat does a lot of time travel shenanigans. Speaking of the future, what else is going on?
Liu Kang.
What happened to Raiden?
He is part of me, bound to my soul.
Turn it off! I hate it!
Shao Kahn will be expecting you, and since I'm powerless in Outworld, I can't help you there.
I thought we weren't going to Outworld. Bye! Raiden even mentions that it's not Outworld 10 seconds after this.
Hinpar is a realm of constant night,
where my powers are doubled. Oops, I mean go away! This realm is another rocky terrain, but they did manage to make it look slightly different than all the other rocky terrains by having a bunch of planets in the sky, so that's something. Anyway, the big Save Jax plan our combat crew apparently came up with was to hope Ermac gets locked into a power blast-off with Sub-Zero while some of them sneak into the Talent for Betrayal Palace.
They will be expecting us.
They will? I thought the point was you already got by their troops. No, of course not, because we need more filler battle with the stupid Star Wars prequel battle droids? What the garbage is this?
Combat time!
We know, Sonya. It's boring already. After that, they easily free Jax because the dreaded Shadow Priest runs away. But most importantly, Jax's metal arms are just sitting on a table beside him. So that's really lucky for Jax that Shao Kahn just went out of his way to get those and put them by him for no reason, since Jax is so useless without his metal arms. Lean on me when you're not metal armed. I'll be your friend. I'll always spy on you. Oops.
Terminate them.
terminate them? Shao Kahn, you have a similar phrase that people associate you with, and it's not terminate them.
Finish her!
That's better. Well, except for the fact that the sync seems to be horribly off on that line.
Are you angry about what I did to Jax? Or to you?
Forsaking your realm is unforgivable.
This might mean more if Kitana and Ruby were from the same realm, or this wasn't the third time they've done a Kitana betrayed story, and if this had anything to do with the plot of the episode.
I merely chose not to be on the side of the loser.
Talk to the butt, girlfriend! Anyway, I guess seeing Jax suddenly reminds Ruby that she feels guilty?
I'm sorry,
Jax, let's go!
They are seriously just going to casually walk away. Did they forget everything about where they are right now?
Impressive. Yes, I've not seen such stupidity before. Very impressive.
Khan's new plan is more battle bots, so stupidity abound here, but then Ruby betrays him. I guess her talent for betrayal really is something.
I know I can't change what I've done. You have to trust me.
Let's go. Was what we had real?
Yes, Jax. I see now that I was wrong to fight for Shao Kahn.
Oh, that Jax just converts everyone with his metal dick.
But I do belong here in Outworld.
We're not in Outworld. We aren't? You know, I don't know where I'm from. So they leave Ruby to probably be killed by Ermac.
You still hurting?
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get over Nightwolf's betrayal. So was that realm a part of Outworld or not? I don't know.
If I didn't know the truth about Shao Kahn, I'd probably split right now.
Oh, the Jax attacks is back because he knows now that the bad guy is bad. A real revelation.
I've seen firsthand what he'll do if he ever takes over Earth.
That's it.
On the last Defenders of the Realm, Bird People, Shang Tsung, Motaro's people, and it almost looks like a completely different cartoon.
Not so fast, Jax. Don't think you can just walk out of here without answering to me.
Here we are at the end of Defenders of the Realm. It's been overthrown. What's also been overthrown is the style and animation of the rest of the series, as the final episode has a pretty different look to it. You'd think they changed animation studios or something, but according to the credits, it was done by Animal House like the rest of the series was. Defenders of the Realm's last episode has a bit more of an anime style to the character designs, and it's slightly less stiff. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find any information on why exactly this happened. My best guess is they decided to give a bit more of a budget to the animation on this episode as an attempt to get renewed for a second season. That hope, of course, was soon fatality'd. So at this point, apparently more of the Edenia backstory has been solidified, as Kitana mentions that and her father, King Jared, or Gerard.
Blessed King Gerard, honored father, sunrise tomorrow marks 5,000 years since your death.
5,000 years and you still haven't avenged my death. Really taking your time on that one.
Life was so different then, father. You kept me near whenever possible.
Oh, thanks for telling me what I used to do, Kitana. My daughter. Did you know that? Did you know that you're my daughter?
Anyway, we see Shao Kahn suddenly show up and ruin happy fun father times, and I really hope this is just a simplification of the story and it wasn't really just that Shao Kahn popped in, killed Gerard, and easily took over Edenia.
I promise you, father, I will not give up the fight until I have at last overthrown Shao Kahn.
She said it! with flesh-colored eyes.
And reclaimed your own rightful throne, my princess.
So we get John Rhys-Davies in the final episode as Asgarth, a weird bird man who's an old ally of Katana and her father. Why is he only helping now?
Those who remain loyal to the memory of your father are united. The rebellion is set, but I fear it will not be enough. We must bring over at least one faction from Shao Kahn's forces to tip the odds.
Ooh, I hope they try and sway political power via a Senate meeting. That'd be super excitement!
Kahn's followers are insanely fanatical.
And ruthless, darling.
What was Liu Kang doing? Spying on Katana and Bird Rhys-Davies?
Shiva is our ally. I could not tell you until I was certain.
And them ambushing me like this was the clue that we are friends now.
You can't be serious.
Making allies is stupid.
How can we possibly trust Shiva after everything we've been through?
She's always cock-blocking me by ending our dates.
The date's over.
So we get some depth of field shots now, but I gotta say this one is kinda weird since Katana is talking and is not in focus, so it comes off a bit lazy. Also, Shiva's disposition might be a little better if her thong wasn't riding up so high.
Well, why the sudden change of loyalty?
Khan has forsaken the Shokan. Then he made that hornhead Motaro a general instead of me.
That hornhead, perfect!
We are prepared to put Princess Katana on the throne of Outworld. I look forward to at last fighting side by side with the Thunder God.
Shiva fighting on our team? This is unbelievable.
Almost as unbelievable as your vast spy camera network, Nightwolf. Also, Nightwolf's computer room has a weird redesign here with his control panel being pushed out even further away from his monitors. Kinda seems less convenient.
How can one so easily change allegiance?
You did.
Guess I really walked into that one.
That's gonna be strange when Katana leaves. I'll really miss her.
You. Imagine how Liu feels.
Yeah, who cares about your feelings, Sonya? It's all about Liu Kang and Katana not being able to get booty calls as easily.
Your warriors should approach from the north.
Wait, did Bird Rhys-Davies draw a map of the entire globe?
How many troops do you have?
Katana, can you really trust your enemy?
Liu Kang, if you want to voice concerns about Shiva, it's probably best not to do it when you're huddled in a circle with her. This alliance probably is more likely to fail with you constantly saying, I don't think we can trust her in front of her face.
I'd like to say something to you. Something I should have told you a long time ago.
I'm sorry, Lou, but we still have much planning to do.
Ooh, romanceology.
Then Lin Kuei's Cybers show up cause it's random battle time. Just had to get another one of these in, even though the story is setting up a battle with Khan's troops to try and take Edenia back from Outworld, but instead let's waste time on this.
Can't believe it's the last episode.
That's the last of Khan's little machines.
Did Bird Rhys-Davies kill the last Cybers with a stare?
Is Princess Katana heading rebellion against me?
Yes, Emperor.
Oh no, after Shiva proved she was trustworthy, she immediately isn't. But I guess we had to validate Kang being an idiot about the alliance.
The princess is playing right into our hands.
Soon Raiden and his minions will all be trapped in Outworld.
Ooh, actual twist! The Sungster is finally using his morph powers! Now, I really wish that the story was that the real Shiva was planning to make an alliance with Katana and that Shang Tsung was posing as her to sabotage it and get info back to Khan, but instead, this is the only reason it was Tsung posing as Shiva.
Why did you send me instead of the real Shiva?
Shiva is a Shokan. She is too stupid to ever convince Katana of her loyalty.
Shiva's just too stupid.
Today you regain your throne.
Maybe then the fog around here will stop being so jumpy.
I too have mixed emotions.
Over if I want to throw a fan in your face or kick you in the nuts.
So, I'll give them credit that in some parts of this episode, they really are building things up like this is a significant event and might actually change things.
And you know I am there for you no matter what.
All who are here come to pay homage to their fallen sovereign, King Gerard.
A bunch of weird-looking goons! Guess no other human-looking Edenians were interested in freeing their realm? Nightwolf's new monitor apparently has a much crappier refresh rate.
Let's do it. Not so fast. I can't let you just march into Outworld like lambs to the slaughter.
What are you saying, Raiden? We've been planning this for weeks.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that sums things up well, and really is incredibly dumb to be raising objections at this point. Let's just not help Katana and let her and her friends die. Yikes, apparently all the time at the computer has aged Nightwolf terribly.
If we pull out now, we will destroy Katana's entire plan.
Let's go, Kiva.
No, no! You're staying here, Nightwolf.
Jeez, even on some of the rare occasions where Nightwolf is ambitious enough to get off the computer, Raiden demands he stay on keyboard duty. I'm a keyboard warrior.
Self-destruct system has been activated.
I won't be joining you either.
Edenia sucks, and so does Katana.
While the fools march with...
Hey, what the hell? It's Shang Tsung!
Oops, why did I turn back into myself just a monologue? I'm such an idiot.
You wanted to see me? So yes? You're really creeping me out here, Raiden.
This isn't your god of thunder and lightning. He's just a beggar.
Those were the only two we need masks for, I guess.
They kill one. We kill one.
We then have the stunning return of those Black Dragon Ermac wannabes, though they are hanging out with Ermac now, really pulling out all the stops for the finale.
Didn't you really think to usurp your own father?
I have but one father, and he fell at your hands.
You have defied me for the last time. Finish them!
I really wish we had gotten more stuff like this in the series. It's a shame that Khan and Katana seem to only now have remembered their storylines. I mean, Khan ran into Katana in just the previous episode and he didn't act like she had any special meaning to him in the slightest. But Khan is breaking out the Shadow Priest, and in the finale of a Mortal Kombat series, we know how dangerous that is.
Nice timing, guys.
Was it nice timing? Shouldn't they have just been here for the beginning of the fight?
Terminate him.
Again with the Terminate, Connie boy? Luckily for Liu Kang, it seems that animated Shadow Priests aren't quite as effective as their live-action counterparts. These probably are the best battles of the series, as it feels far less like a filling out time battle and instead is motivated by a story where there's some actual stakes. Again, it would have been nice to have more of this in the series instead of villains sending out random minions in an attempt to accomplish little to nothing. The fake Shiva bit comes to a head in a kinda confusing way as Katana thinks her backup has arrived until they discover that one of the Shivas is Shang Tsung.
Think again, fool.
No, you think again, Khan.
But then it seems like for a moment that the real Shiva is on Katana's side until it's revealed that she's helping Shang Tsung instead because of wonderful reasons.
I command you to destroy Shang Tsung.
I do not take orders from anyone who thinks Shao Kahn are stupid. You are the stupid one.
Burnality.
So, yeah, Khan is about to suffer one of his greatest defeats because he called Shiva stupid.
Shao Kahn has fallen! I, Shang Tsung, am your new leader!
I, Shang Tsung, am ruler of Outworld. The Earth Realm is mine for the taking.
You forgot one thing, Shang Tsung. Me.
He should not have come.
With Raiden here, there is no hope of saving the Earth Realm.
Wow, no confidence from anyone in Raiden. We all complain when he doesn't go to Outworld, then when he finally does, we all declare defeat.
But you made one stupid and fatal mistake. There is no way the real Shiva would ever have wanted me to fight on her side.
Really? That was the tip-off? And it's not even something that really mattered in the end.
I'm not quite as powerless here as you may think.
Mataro's people?
So Raiden's real plan was the Centaurs, which is not a surprise at all considering they showed us Raiden meeting with them. This probably would have been a better twist had they cut that one scene out.
Shang Tsung, you are a traitor. Shiva and the Shokan are my mortal enemies.
Was stupid Motaro somehow ignorant to the fact that Shao Kahn was utilizing Shiva and the Shokan too? And he's still on Team Kong, so if the Shiva Sung betrayal hadn't have happened, the Centaurs wouldn't have been on Katana's side and bringing them would have been a horrible plan. And it's not until Katana convinces them if Sung and Shiva take over that the Centaurs will be boned that they fight on their side. But again, if no betrayal had happened, Raiden would have just been bringing more enemies for everyone to have to fight. He only knew that it wasn't really Shiva earlier, which was part of Khan's original plan.
I don't know what I'm saying.
This is when Sub-Zero uses his ultimate attack!
The scene info card blast. Did I think there was more money put into the animation of this episode?
Nothing burns hotter than ice.
What?
I'm sure you'd all love to stick around and find out who the next emperor's gonna be, but we've got a realm to protect.
So they're just gonna abandon the Edenians in their fight to take their realm back from Outworld?
Cockeyed blubberbutt don't care.
Kitana, I'm truly sorry, but your rebellion's a bust.
Why is it a bust? She just convinced the Centaur to fight on her side.
Whatever, we gotta go back to status quo for season 2. Ha ha ha, cancelled.
We have failed, Princess.
For now. But one day, Outworld will return to Edenia.
As long as this doofy idiot Liu Kang isn't a part of the next rebellion.
And I'm glad that in the middle of this big battle, they just have time to stand around talking about how they failed. Katana would still have troops out there dying and yelling at her to save them, and she's just all, "Nope, you're already lost. I give up for now." Anyway, the portal explodes after they go in, killing them all. But at least they ended with a bang.
Have a nice day.
There was some potential in Defenders of the Realm, and I really don't think you need fatalities everywhere to have a decent Mortal Kombat cartoon, because there is some interesting story from the games to build upon. This show just never had great consistency with its characters or actual motivation behind most of the battles. This last episode tried a bit more in some ways than the rest, but is still quite sloppy in some areas. You'd think Nerdwolf staying behind would have led to him somehow providing key aid from there in some way, but instead he just never shows up again. Raiden and his Motaro's people plan doesn't hold up upon much scrutiny, and it just seems like Katana is abandoning a bunch of her people she rallied into a rebellion at the end. Not a great look. This show had a great voice cast, and the art style for the rest of the series was fine. It's just if the stories had been a little more inspired instead of just being repetitive and padded out by random battles, maybe there would have been more than 13 episodes of Defenders of the Realm.
What are you saying, Raiden?
I don't know what I'm saying.